BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the Romans, innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worrying about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. This honorable court now stands adjourned, signed, aye. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah. You may be seating this motherfucker. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody having a good day. You know what I do for a living. Sleep on the couch and tell bitches to go to Walmart. Always hiring. That's what I do all day long. You know what I'm saying? Raheem said Black Mastery always held court on task. Now we ban them from doxing people. Oh, that's what's up, brother. That's what's up. But check this out. Check this out. This actually, just what the title says. Just what the title says. Black men don't give a fuck. They don't. And I want to get this straight, you know what I'm saying, straight to the point. This is my response to Taz. Yesterday, I get a text message, and I saw that Taz was doing a video about, you know, pump and dump video. Him and his wife Nyla. So I laughed about it. I said, it's all good. I don't care. You know what I mean? It was a matter of time. It was a matter of time before Taz was gonna say some shit about it. I knew he was. Cause when Ramil did the video, you know what I'm saying, I know he had beef with quite a few people off YouTube, or disagreements or different dialogues and shit like that. You know, so I knew it was a matter of time that Taz was gonna do a video on it. Cool. You know what I mean? So I wasn't on there for the beginning to the end. I guess I was on that halfway, and I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I'm like, damn, he finally did it. Because I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it. Because him and Ramir don't get along for shit. They don't get along for shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really don't know what really started it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And basically, even Taz said it. Me and Mr. Palm got differences, but you know, we never had no beef with each other. And he's right about that. We never had no beef with each other. I don't agree to shit he say on a lot of shit, and he didn't agree with the shit I say when I talk about fuck child support. But we got to respect for one another where we don't say shit. And as far as Nyla, I never got into it with her. Never got into it with her. We all friends on Facebook. We all been on Facebook before we've been on the YouTube. I didn't know Taz had a YouTube when I came on YouTube until somebody mentioned or I saw him in the video. I've been knowing them on Facebook for years. You know what I'm saying? So even Nyla, you know what I'm saying? I used to watch some of her shit. You know what I mean? No personal issue. Don't agree with everything. You know, didn't know there was any issues. Shouldn't be no issues. You know what I mean? We all doing our own thing. But he said that I'm guilty by association. And I can understand that. I can understand that because at times, you know, sometimes you will be guilty by association. You know what I'm saying? If you know, it is what it is. But I tried to get the video of the whole video, and I was gonna do a reaction video to it, but he put it on his Patreon. So the only thing he got posted up is the 2-minute video. Just let y'all check it out, and for y'all to, you know, if y'all really want to see the rest of it, go on to Patreon. Now I want for to pay for the shit. You know what I mean? Not at all. You know, but it was funny to me. He critiqued it, and and then people told him, they said he in the chat, and I said, let me come on. He didn't let me come on. Okay, so I waited and listened to a little more. You know, they said that the shit was they said the video itself, the quality was good. But then of course, you know, motherfuckers saying ain't no bitches in the video. So he critiquing this shit. And here's the thing, I don't get in my feelings about no critique. If you can't take no constructive criticism, whether they telling the truth or not, then you shouldn't be on no YouTube. You shouldn't be doing music videos, nothing like that, because you ain't gonna make it. So I didn't get my everything he said. I did not get in my feelings about. Laughed about it, and of course his wife says, you know, that is they doing a pump and dump dance. They gay. See, you know, of course that's the gay. Even he said that. Even he come with the gay, and I'm like, I don't. When it comes to Nyla, I don't pay that. I don't pay her no attention with that. You know what I'm saying? She, her, Cynthia G, and you know, and the rest of the gang over there, including him. You know what I'm saying? I don't entertain none of that because I already know, you know, gay, dusty. They look broke. They can't afford and all this shit. Even though I always tell these motherfuckers, Walmart is always hiring. That's the thing I don't get. You know, I sleep on the couch and everything, but dusty and broken and don't have shit. I don't come from that cloth pimp. But and the thing is, I'm gonna let y'all see the 2-minute clip. Let y'all hear. I'm gonna let the unfortunate thing, I couldn't download that video. When I try to get to that video, they already put it on the Patreon. And I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? It still ain't no beef. But I knew it was a matter of time. He was gonna put me in a situation with Ramir. I knew it. And I was just waiting on it. Actually, I wonder what took you so long. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's been a couple of times I had asked him to come on my show, because I came on his show like in the comments, and a lot of them black women up in there ain't nothing but some baby mama tears. Majority of them are baby mama tears, and them dudes are whole ass simping for us straight up. You know what I mean? They the type when they the type of block you when you say something and shit, man. I don't do that shit. You got to be doing some real goof ass shit for me to say, man, block them. You know what I mean? I don't do that. Everybody got the right to their opinion. As long as you ain't doing that goof ass trolling shit, I really don't have no problem. Even not even let the trolls be in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I say, integrity is a motherfucker, because a lot of you people on here, y'all talk about black men, but y'all have no integrity. But when it comes to Taz, I get why he do what he do, because his wife over there was Cynthia G. Hey, he want to get paid too. So why not come save the day? I understand it.
Here I come to save the day.
I understand that. But integrity's a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You talk about black men, and then you keep talking about the black manosphere. You keep talking about the black manosphere, and then you talking about get you by association, fam. I'm cool with brothers in the black manosphere. I'm not part of the black manosphere. Why is you assuming me? And I could have sworn when you first came in, I think O'Shea brought you in. I think you was part of the black manosphere. That might not be true, but O'Shea brought you in, so evidently he's bringing you into the black manosphere. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it went left and everything else. But quit comparing me to everybody else you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna definitely dialogue. And as far as your wife goes, bro, I'm not gonna disrespect her just because that's your wife. I'm the deadbeat, the dumb nigga out Cottage Grove, but I'm not gonna disrespect your wife. Not at all. Only for the fact that me and you've been cool, you know what I'm saying, for years on Facebook and shit. We never had no issues. We disagree, but I'm not gonna talk about your wife. But your wife did say, she said something about BBL thighs, talking about me. And the only thing I can say about that, I don't know what BBL, I don't even know what BBL is, but BBL thighs. But what I will say, y'all remember Grady off Sam the Son, them googly goo ass eyes. That was, she got them googly goo ass eyes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I call that thyroid ass. You know what I'm saying? Because eyes big in a motherfucker. So, and I'll leave it at that.
I can't see.
Wrong one. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. So I'm gonna let y'all check this video. It's 2-minute video out, and they critiquing the video. Damn, I wish I could have had the whole thing, but that's okay. That's okay.
This shit crazy.
That's okay. I'm gonna let y'all see exactly what. Man, I wish I could let y'all see that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay, because I'm gonna tell y'all from what I remember with all, you know what I'm saying, what was said, and I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Oh, that's what it means. Oh, okay. Brazilian butt lift. Oh, okay. Like I said, motherfucker, looking like Grady off Sam the Son with them big googly goo ass eyes and shit. You can't make this shit up though. You know what I'm saying? You cannot make this shit up. But that's all I'm gonna say on that. All right, here we go right here, man. It's only the video that I'm gonna show you 2 minutes, but what I do want to say about Nyla, again, when it comes to integrity, but I'm gonna play this 2-minute video that talk about the pump and dump video. Here we go.
This shit crazy.
Wow.
I mean, like I said, that is a hell of a shot. I love the shot. The shot is amazing. But I mean, my nigga, that shit supposed to be turned. I'm trying to tell you, man, like I don't be out here capping, man. I'm telling you. If I have a party like that, nigga, somewhere, my nigga, I don't listen, that bitch gonna be turned. We gonna be on the beach clowning. How the fuck is nobody there, bro? Like, and y'all putting this shit out, dancing in the video, talking about pumping and dumping this. Bro, I don't see no, man, what the fuck is going on? What time of year is this? Like, where are the people?
It's like spring break, the geriatric edition, or the Jehovah Witness edition. Like there's nobody there.
I mean, are they allowed to be out there? Was this shot during COVID restrictions? You know what I'm saying? Was these niggas even allowed out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, dog.
Because clearly the fun is socially distancing from them.
Like, for real, man. Like what's going on? Because I'm trying to get a feel for it, like as if this was me. Because I've been on the beach a couple times this past few weeks, and I just couldn't imagine being out there by myself dancing around. So I'm trying to figure out what it.
Hey, let me put I want y'all to see something right quick. Let me see something. Now, let me take this this cash app all right quick. Now I want you to see what this person says right here. Clovette. Sadly, somewhere there is a mammy and mule came in for this nonsense. Says the motherfucker with somebody else's hair. You can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the ones that come in talking this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Talking about a mammy and a mule when she look like a fucking mule. You can't make this shit up. A mule with somebody else's horse hair. Goddamn. Look at this. With some bifocals on this motherfucker, man. You can't. That's why I say, man. That's why, like, some of y'all motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up. Shout out to Face Facts for the 499. Said the video wasn't done in a fashion that worship women, so they both take issue with it. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it though. I'm gonna tell you what all was said and shit. Shout out to Face Facts. But see, here's the thing though, fam. I have no issue with what they saying. And the reason why, let me tell you why. One, because I'm not an emotional ass nigga. Two, you know what I mean? You got the right to your opinion. You had that right. You had that right. If you say the movie, the shit was garbage, you say, well, I had a bunch of women, which I thought you love hoes. I didn't think you would bring a bunch of bitches in the video. So I was shocked there. I was shocked there. Because if we would have had a lot of bitches in the video, y'all would have said we was using black women as sex objects and shit like that. I'm just saying. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I mean? I didn't want no bitches in the video. I ain't gonna lie, Ramil did, but I really didn't want no bitches in the video. You know what I mean? The song, as far as the song, because nothing he said, he came out and said that, you know, you telling people to pump and dump on women, get them pregnant, knock them up, and go on to the promised land. I ain't never said that, bro. I ain't doing no call-ins today so far, bro. I might do it, but I ain't doing it on this one. Because they ain't let me come on, so I'm gonna do it the same way. You know, but the thing is, it didn't matter if we had a bunch of bitches in here. It didn't matter if we had 100 dudes up in there. They'd have still said some shit about the video. Dusty's gay. That's what they were saying. Gay. Dusty's broke. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they thought we was in Chicago when y'all saw me on the live. When y'all saw me on the live, I told y'all we was in Indiana. We didn't lie and say we was in Chicago, but we was really in Indiana. Come on now. You know, different from Chicago Beach and Indiana Beach. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, but like I say, I don't have no problem with the constructive criticism. It is what it is. But I wish y'all would have heard him try to rap, even though he said he was bullshitting. He said he ought to do a rap to the song. Another one. Y'all conscious ass niggas want to do a remix of this Pump and Dump, even though y'all say Pump and Dump is you know, is weak. You just can't make this shit up. You know, and also if y'all look at the thumbnail, you see that Afro wearing motherfucker on the right side. I don't know Goofy Mob, but he did a video about it, trying to say, oh, this is what you teach with the black manosphere and shit like that. I ain't gonna mention Goofy Mob name because he irrelevant, but I just put his goofy ass picture up there, and that's really him with the fucking afro. I shit you not. You know what I'm saying? I just let you look at him and laugh. You know what I mean? But what got me was being called Dusty. Call me Dusty. I sleep on the couch, but I wash up every motherfucking day. I don't wear the same t-shirt every motherfucking day. What the fuck you talking about? I don't do those. You know what I'm saying? But let's finish this part off, and then, you know, I want y'all to listen to something. I know y'all don't watch Nyla like that. I know y'all don't watch Cynthia like that. But I really want to I want y'all to see this video that Ramil talked on regarding Nyla and Cynthia G. And I ain't gonna lie, on this one, I can't even talk about Cynthia G. She wasn't really saying shit. And they was talking about the polite situation when the bullshit, you know, came out about what he was accused of and shit. You know what I mean? But let me finish it off.
Is this like the music playing for them so they'll know, you know what I'm saying, to stay on beat and whatnot? Is this the music right here playing out there on me? I mean, you gotta think about it. These niggas ain't got nothing in their ears or nothing like that. What's really good? Which beach is this in Chicago?
Now this Goofy Mark, Anonymous Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? 999, donate 999. He said facts. Part of protecting black boys is teaching their responsibility. It's time we take responsibility for our role in fixing what we have broken. Hashtag slump and dump ass niggas. Now, that's why I say, I ain't gonna lie, no disrespect to the Hebrew Israelites. No disrespect to the real ones. To the real ones. No disrespect to the real ones. But a lot of y'all who claim to be pro-black, who claim to be Hebrew Israelites, conscious, hotep, y'all the most biggest hypocrites in the motherfucking world, bitch. Y'all the biggest hypocrites. The real Hebrew Israelites, I ain't talking about y'all. But y'all motherfuckers, y'all the most fakest motherfuckers on the planet. Now this motherfucker said protecting black boys and is teaching them responsibility. All I talk about is men and boys teaching is getting responsibility. We have to take accountability. See, these motherfuckers talking off this puss ass video, and the only reason I'm saying puss ass video because that's basically what they saying. But you going off a puss ass video from your logic is a puss ass video that what we need to start doing. You know what I'm saying? And talking about we need to fix what's been broken. What's been broken is these baby mama terrorists exiting men out the picture and choosing single motherism. That's what the fuck it is. See, we only talking about the black community because that's all it's about on this one. You know what I'm saying? And yet they still won't hold these baby mama terrorists accountable. Not these Alquishas, these Alkeishas, these Alcenoritas. Like I say, these are the ones who go along, get along. But I get it. They want to get that bread. They want to piggyback off Cynthia. I get it. I get it. I get it. But I can't do that because integrity's a motherfucker with me. I'm not finna go along, get along with some motherfucker I really don't agree with, but because my wife cool with him, I'm gonna go and piggyback off the shit because I understand you. Well, at least she said that Nyla did say that he was the man, he was the lead. She don't cross him, she don't get in front of him, she stand behind him. I don't know about that one though, sir. Shout out to Warhammer for the $1.49 super sticker, man. Appreciate it, brother. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Chi. What's up, Chi? $2 donation, hashtag counts Gizang. Shout out to you, my brother. Cows gang, Cows gang. Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy MPI for the $5 donation. He said he doesn't sound like a husband. He sounds like a wife. His wife is the husband. Shout out to you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, shout out to Atticus, man. $5 donation from the UK. He said, drop the link, bro. I'll let you know. I may do or may not. Shout out to you, though, brother. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it, like I said, you can't make this shit up. This shit right here, when people over there talking that shit, y'all should have been teaching your black boys responsibility, which means it's time we start taking responsibility. You should have been doing that bullshit. What the fuck? It's 2021. The fuck you talking about? Yeah, I heard about Charlie Sheen. I was gonna talk about that actually, but you know, this shit came up, so let me do this and get this shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? But check this out.
Chicago.
You know what? That's what I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see, is that one of those beaches in Indiana?
Right, because that's what it looked like. It looked like one of the beaches around that way.
Yeah.
Now check this out. This right here, Ramil did this on the weekend. That day when we was talking about the brother Polite, he came out with this that Saturday. Everybody's tuning in. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if your first time tuning in. When it come to Nyla, like I said, I'm not going to disrespect the color whole bitch, stuff like that. And I seen videos that was put out there about that situation with them and all that stuff. I'm not even going to bring all that up. But I cannot even take her seriously. You know what I'm saying? Taz from Ohio. Nyla's from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Have you been back and forth to Chicago? Most likely he has. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's from Ohio. But the thing is, I'm not finna disrespect his wife because that is his wife. And like I said, ain't no beef here, but we finna call out the truth. When I mean integrity is a motherfucker, I really mean integrity is a motherfucker. The only thing I gotta say about Nyla is this video right here that Ramil talked about, and what was talked about, they was talking about Brother Polite being charged with that situation. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? This person right here on the bottom of Nyla came on there and said that what happened? She said she was 22 years old having sex with an underage boy. You can't make this shit up. And Ramil going in because, again, we talking about integrity. And what I tell you about these baby mama terrorists being gender biased It's gender bias to the T. That's why I don't take these niggas seriously. That's why I don't get in my feelings. That's why I'm not the type to say, oh, well, Sister G talking all this shit, man. Block her, cut her page off. I'm not like that because she had the right to speak her piece, just like I had the right to speak my piece. But the only thing about it is when I talk, I tell the truth. And y'all know what that is, just like Mr. O just said.
Truth is what it is.
Truth is what it is. And if you look on the bottom and say they would rather attack Cynthia G rather than hold Polite accountable. 400 years a victim. That's what the video was. That's what Ramil shared on his screen. So I want y'all to hear this baby mama terrorist say that the brother, I mean not the brother, that she met this dude. He was 17 or 16. She had sex with him. She say she didn't know. She say she take accountability. She still play victim. And I want you to see how Nyla reacts to her. Now, of course, when it was about Brother Polite, and I know she didn't expect this woman to come on here. I know she didn't expect her to come on here with that shit. That wasn't a good time because we trying to talk dog this black dude over here, and here you come talking about you did the same shit. You can't make this shit up. I just want y'all to hear. That's what's and that's all I gotta say with her. Then we'll get the task. You know what I'm saying? Check this out.
How didn't you know he was? How you didn't know he was underage?
For one, I'm 5'2". He was tall. I met him at the club. He had a mustache. He was built.
He didn't act like a child. He didn't act like a child.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, whenever I saw him, it would be like late at night, and he would come over, and we were just having sex.
Whenever I saw this 17-year-old boy, because remember now, 17 is a baby, that's a child. So they're gonna say that as well in the stream. So this bitch talking about she used to have sex with this little boy repeatedly in the middle of the night. Where's the same energy? I haven't heard the word pedophile once, predator. Nobody talking about calling the police. This is somebody from your audience. I don't give a fuck, man. This is fake ass niggas, bro.
And yes, and I have to agree because again, when they was talking about Brother Polite, you know, all types of pedophile and rapists and stuff like that. But now she come on here saying she did the same thing and she tried to even twist that around. And they talk, well, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Cynthia G ain't really say shit on this one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna put in it. She did not say a damn thing. It was mostly Nyla doing the talk. She did not in it. She, for some reason, Cynthia G was like, I don't want to touch this one. I ain't with that one. I ain't gonna lie. It was all Nyla trying to cover it up and try to you know, I guess try to make it justifiable. And if you look in the comments on her on a video, a lot of the women in there is actually going at her head. A lot of it was like, man, that's on you. It's on you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie. So I was surprised Cynthia ain't really say shit. It was her and Nyla doing all the talking. Let's continue. Yeah, R. Kelly. Yeah, they'll definitely cook R. Kelly. But see, that's what I'm saying. But now you got one right here. You know what I'm saying? The pointy nose and shit. Said she did the same shit. And she tried to justify this motherfucker. That's why integrity's a motherfucker, man. I say a lot of people don't have integrity, and that's why I say that is gender bias when it comes to depending on who do what.
Let's get it.
The very first time we hung out outside of sex is when I picked it up. And I'm not making excuses for me. I'm not like these other men that are you know, it's solely my fault.
You hear this, baby mama tell? She say, I'm not like these other men. I ain't like these other men and all that shit. That's what I say you can't make this shit up.
I picked it up. And I'm not making excuses for me. I'm not like these other men that are you know, it's solely my fault. But I did not pick it up until we were not engaging in sex.
Hell yeah, it's your motherfucking fault. Who the fuck fault it is? What happens, y'all, if y'all get with a woman that you think's a woman, and then you find out after the fact that she's 16 and you 25, 23, 30 years old, even though you met at the club, even though she out there all night long, even though you think she's grown because she been staying at your house for a whole week and the mama ain't called to do the goddamn thing, and you see her with a fake ID, what happens? You go to jail. You're charged with dealing with a minor, regardless. And what they say when you say, man, she gave me a fake ID and she tall and she thick. She didn't have to call home. She didn't nobody call for it. None of that shit. What they say don't matter. You should have known better. You going to jail. And guess what happens? What happens, y'all? So even if the guy don't know, they still charge with statutory rape. It doesn't matter. Even if the judge know, yeah, she no good, she on the street, she a runner, hoe, and everything else. The law is the law, right? That's what I'm just saying. Law's the law, right? Right.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
And the reason why I pressed that button because I got a dislike. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the dislike. I'm gonna say it again for my boy Reverend X.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
There's a whole bunch of female pedophiles, especially in the black community. Let's talk real on that one. So the only difference is they rarely get told on. They rarely go to jail. They rarely even get accused. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, now that this motherfucker on here talking about she dealt with a dude on the age, she met him at the club and all that shit. Now all of a sudden, I ain't like the black men and nothing like that. You know, I take accountability. No, you don't. You out here trying to play victim.
That he was just immature. And so he had, like I said, he had a full mustache, covered in tattoos. He wasn't in school because a lot of times he would come over during the school hours or late at night.
Coming over during school hours, late at night. But they got the nerve to talk about what manosphere and niggas is doing, but you literally got bitches calling up, telling you about how she's fucking, and y'all just listening to the shit too. This is interesting. Well, like I said, if it was a nigga who called up and I ain't never heard no shit like this. This is crazy. And we always talk about a grown black woman. They the ones who be doing the real molesting. We got a live example right here, live in the flesh.
And again, I met him at the club, so it really didn't dawn on me. Like again, I didn't have discernment or anything at 22, and so
I didn't have discernment at 22. Well, hold up now. Whoa. You're grown at 22 now, right? Right? Am I tripping? Let me know if I'm tripping.
I stopped seeing it, and when I realized how immature he was, I didn't see him anymore. And then 2019, when I turned 27, that's when I found out how old he was. And then in 2019, I met this other guy, and me and him started dating.
They not finna let her ass have it. No. Patrice says they should let her ass have it. 100. No. The people in the chat did. I will say a lot of them in the chat did. But no, because somebody even said, explain yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't trying to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Why you still talking? That's somebody else. You know what I mean? A lot of them weren't even going on that one. No, they ain't not finna do that. I told you, when it comes to gender bias and integrity, that shit is real. And a lot of them don't believe in integrity. A lot of them is not about what's right and wrong. They're about depending on who it is and depending on what's the best benefit to be right and wrong, or who's the truth and who's the liar. You can't make this shit up.
And just so we added each other on Facebook, and the very guy that I was talking about was in my new current boyfriend's picture. So I called him. I said, "Who is he to you?" And he said, "That's my little brother." And I told him,
"Whoa."
Now check this out. She was done messing around with the 17-year-old, the dude on the age, right? Now she's dealing with his brother. You can't make this shit up. So not only did she get with a minor, she got with the minor's older brother. You cannot make this shit up. But we're the ones who dusties, nasty, trifling, broke, ain't worth a shit, and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up.
So not only was you fucking the 17-year-old boy, but you ended up fucking his brother too. This is what's going on, and they got the nerve to talk about sexual deviance and all type of shit. But this is the shit they got going on. Once again, I ain't heard nobody say, "You're a pedophile, you're a predator." I ain't heard no backlash. I ain't heard no call to police.
One of the brothers said, shout out to Black. He said, was she morally wrong? Yes, but he was within the law. Depends on the state. In Illinois, and the reason why I tell you that, because in Illinois, You got to be 18 and over. I can't be 18 dealing with a 17-year-old in Illinois. Real talk. They would charge me. We were dealing with an underage minor. That's stupid, but that's the truth. Real talk. I found that out some years ago. Well, about 20-some years ago. Yeah. If you 17 in Chicago, in Illinois, and the person 18, 19, 20, you can go to jail. If they press charge, you go to jail. Here they do. Now, I know certain in the South, a lot of them say 14, 15, 16. But, I say that's what I said. Depend on the state. And she's in Texas. She's in Texas, I believe. Nah, she ain't in Texas. We'll see. I think she say where she's from. But it's one of them states where is 17 and under is a no-go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Texas. No, it ain't Texas then. Let's continue.
Police. I ain't heard, did you go to jail? I ain't hear none of this shit.
You ain't gonna hear.
I ain't hear none of this shit. This is fucking hilarious.
What I told you guys, and he just burst out laughing. And I was like, what's funny about that? He was like, he's done that to a lot of women. Come to find out, the club that we were at, his uncle owned the club.
Wait, he's done that to a lot of women? Okay, continue.
So basically, what she's saying that the uncle owned the club, so that's how the 17. Well, I think she said she was 16 at first or some shit. I don't know, 16 or 17. He was able to go in and out of the club because the uncle owned the building or owned the club. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that was Cynthia. I think that was Cynthia said that. So he was allowed to have sex with multiple women. So now basically trying to twist around, make it like, oh, he the predator and they the victims. Get the fuck out of here. It don't matter. Nigga, you had sex with a minor. You have sex with a minor. They underage. Whether he finessed you, lied to you, come to the club every night, showed you a fake ID, you supposed to go to jail. But I get it. When it's a dude, you go to jail. When there's a woman, victim of circumstances. Because you can't make that shit up when you hear about boys who had sex when an adult, when they was 13, 12, 11, get the bitch pregnant, and guess what? She put him on child support. And guess what? The courts allow it. Them out Karens, of course. Shout out to MPI for $2 donation. He said, placing the blame on the young man shaking my damn head. Yeah, you can't make shit up. That's why I say when it comes to Nyla, I ain't got nothing disrespectful to say. I just let this do the talking. But let's continue.
Whoa, he done it to a lot of women. Are you blaming the victim now? Because the 17-year-old was in the club and he done it to a lot of women. Whoa. Now he's the victim. Shit. Funny how this shit turns around. Wow. Funny.
I mean, so a child has been preying on women. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, a child. Now here, that's what I'm saying. Now, that's what she's trying to say. The child's been preying on women. But let's be real, y'all. If this was the other way around, the man would be what? What's that song? Locked up. See, that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody going in. Ain't nobody saying, man, fuck out of here. You deserve the same fate that Polite gets if he did it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to King James. He said, you incel fuckboy. Now, the reason why I'm giving a shout out to King James, one King James, a faggot that wrote the Bible. Well, he didn't write the Bible, but one King James, a fag. I'm just asking. One King James, a fag. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Not at all. Not at all. So, yeah. So, y'all kill me talking about some who ain't had sex. That's the lamest shit to me, that incel shit. Get the fuck. See, talk that shit with somebody else, man. Because King James, for what I know, for what I've read, dumb nigga off Cottage Grove, was a faggot. And you named yourself after a faggot. Wow. But you say that I'm an incel to get no sex, but you's a faggot. You cannot make this shit up. You can't make shit up. But see, the difference between my page and what's his name? Taz page. I ain't finna block your bitch ass. No, keep on here and commenting. But if you want to come on my link, I'll let you come in. I'll let you come in and you can speak your piece. I will let you come in and speak your piece. So, and we could talk. You know what I mean? Yeah, all right, I'll be cool on the thing. I just saw King James and I'm like, damn, he's an alphabet. I'm sorry, yeah, it caught me off guard. I saw King James. I'm like, alphabet. That's the first thing I saw. Incel. And then, is that supposed to be a woman? Is that a woman king? Man, you can't make this shit up. If it ain't a woman king, then you look really sus. That's all I can tell you. I told you, the first thing they like to do is call you an alphabet. They call you an alphabet. That's why I say I'm here to talk truth. I'm not finna in this thing. What I'm not finna do, I ain't finna bring up nobody's arrest records. I ain't finna talk about nobody's eviction notes and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about what's on the video that you see, King James. But of course, again, you know, incel. That's why I say you gotta love these niggas. I told you these niggas are the problem. These niggas are raised by baby mama terrorists who chose single motherism. King James, the LGBTQ alphabet. Man, you can't make this shit. I know I'm a lame though, but when you come in, I'll send you the link. You gonna come in? If you gonna come in, I'll let you come in. We're gonna talk. But if you ain't gonna come in and talk, then I don't take you serious. It's like I don't take Taz serious. I don't. And the reason why I don't take Taz serious, man, because you got issue with Ramil, and you had to talk about me because of the video. I'm in the video, so you got to talk about me. You can't just talk about him if I'm in there doing the same shit. So I understood the logic. But what got me is when Taz he said that I should have told Ramil that he wasn't broken dusty. And I'm saying to myself, I don't know your motherfucking background. How the fuck I supposed to know if you broke dusty and ain't got shit? I don't know that. I never hung around you. We never talked on the phone. We talked in comments and shit, but I didn't know you like that to say anything. Actually, I stepped back. I didn't have nothing to talk about. Yeah, he did talk about me, bro. He did talk about me. Now he didn't talk about me like he talked about everybody else. No, he didn't. But he did. He said it was some gay. He said it was some suspect. He did. Him and his wife. So that's why I'm not, and that's why, bro, that's why I'm not even dissing like that. What we here to talk about is the truth. We here to talk about the truth. That's it. So again, you and your feelings because I'm talking about your King James. But if you ain't gonna come on here, I told you, I'll let you come on here and you speak your piece. Tell me that he want to talk about me, even though he mentioned my name in the motherfucking video. You can't make this shit up. Shout out to Zodiac Fun for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate you, sister. See, but like I said, ain't no personal beef with him. I ain't got no beef with him, but we just gonna call it truth. Cause my thing is integrity is a motherfucker. Integrity and also being biased. I don't like gender biased people. And on this situation right here, this bitch said that she had sex with a minor, and ain't nobody going in on her ass like they were just going in on Brother Polite. You know what I'm saying? No. Here's the thing. I just told you, dude. Here's the link. I told you. If you gonna come in, here go the link. Here go the link right here. Everybody else, don't come on here, man, because I'm not gonna let you on. I'm gonna let you talk your piece. He said it wasn't no beef. And then I said y'all in the beginning, me and him don't have no beef. I just told you that. We don't have no beef. We don't have no beef. Never said it was a beef. That's why I said I'm not finna disrespect his wife. That's why I said I'm not finna pull up no backgrounds, no jail, none of that shit. I said we're gonna talk about what he talked about on the page yesterday. I never said that we had beef. Me and him still don't have beef. I said in the beginning, oh, maybe you came in late. I said in the beginning, oh, here you go. The link right there, Taz. Come on in, bro. The link right here, bro. Nigga, you tripping with that King James ass name. That's what you tripping on. Here go the link right here, Taz. Come on in, Taz. Come on in, Taz. Shout out to Black for the 999. Talk that talk, bro. Link right here, Taz. You say you ain't listening, but come on. We could definitely talk about it. I guess he ain't coming in. But shout out to Red Sing the Blues for the $5 donation. She said the same B1s tell men like me I'm too white to join the club, but black when it benefits them. They also say black family first, but divest. Shout out to you, brother. Here you go, Taz. Yeah, what up? Taz, you there? Taz, you there?
What up?
Yeah, what up, bro?
Yeah, why is my name in this live stream?
Because I'm responding to what you said yesterday, bro.
What did I say to you?
What'd you say to me?
Yeah.
You and your wife was calling me Dusty. You saying a suspect?
Okay, so I ask you again, what did I say about you? Because I'll run the video back with you, and I said I don't have a problem with you.
Wait, hold on. I said the same thing, bro. I said the same thing. This ain't no beef, bro. This ain't no beef. That's what in the beginning of this video, I said it's not no beef. I said I've been knowing y'all from Facebook. I said I wanted to respond. I told you on the live yesterday I was gonna respond to this.
No, I didn't. You didn't tell me nothing. I mean, you might have said that in the chat. Okay, yeah.
No, ain't no beef. Ain't no beef.
Right, because here's my thing, bro. I come through, I see the comment section, motherfuckers talking shit. I'm not even listening. I didn't hear a word that was being said. I'm just paying attention to the comments, and I know ain't none one of them hoe ass niggas in the comment section that's talking want to come and say none of that shit to me. See, I actually fuck with you, and we have a relationship enough to where if it's something that need to be cleared, we can clear it up. A lot of them bitch ass niggas that's listening to you, they'll never come where I'm at to clear shit up because ain't shit to clear up. Them niggas some bitches. So just understand when I come through and I see the chat and niggas start running their motherfucking mouth about Taz. Taz don't even know half them hoe ass niggas. But I do know you. And so yeah, it wasn't about you. It was about the nigga that you did the video with, and even like I said, outright, nigga, I got a problem with him because he started shit. So it is what it is.
I feel you, bro, on that. And I said that. I said the issue you got with Mill, but that's between y'all two. The thing you said I was guilty by association. And I'm like, well, I never interfered in that. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Whatever y'all issue y'all have, that's between y'all two. I never hit you up except to come on the show. And I never hit him up talking about, yeah, man, this XYZ. It wasn't my place. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't think you was in it like that. I don't believe you was in it like that. I wouldn't even put that on you, bro. I don't believe you was in it like that. It's more so a problem of these cats are able to fuck with niggas and then go fuck with different people. And then the people that's fucking with them don't know what else they done to other motherfuckers. I don't let shit go. I ain't letting nothing go. So whoever rocking with you, whoever helping you build, they gonna get it too. But like I said yesterday, unlike most of these niggas in the space, I do know and rock with you. So we just have a difference of opinion.
Let me ask you something. When you say in this space, we talking about the Black Manosphere?
Well, I'm talking about Black YouTube in general, like all
Black
of it.
YouTube.
Yeah, okay. like all of it in general, like you know what I'm saying. Every space within where Black people at in YouTube. I don't know a lot of these people and ain't been around them in social media like that. But you somebody who was around years ago, so I know your stance. You know mine. You know what I mean. It's different when you just dealing with people who only done seen you maybe 2 or 3 times on the platform.
I feel you. But like I said, you just coming in. But in the beginning, I said it wasn't no beef with you or her. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about no bringing up. And I said it again. I said this is not about bringing up nobody's history, no past, no records. I ain't on that. What I was saying, I was responding to what y'all was saying. And the reason why I was talking about, I said, well, I'm not gonna diss Nada like that. I'm gonna let the video speak for itself. So that's what I was doing. But I wasn't. It ain't about no beef. Still ain't no beef. I even told. I said still ain't no beef. You know what I'm saying? But I was responding. I was basically responding to what you were saying.
No doubt. I respect that, bro. Any content I do is always on the table. In my wife content too. Motherfuckers cross lines and go too far and whatnot. And so anything I do is on the table, content-wise. You know what I mean?
I told people a long time ago when people mentioned about you, I said I've been knowing them on Facebook for years. Before I even knew y'all even had a YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I said that. So I even when you came on here a while back, you came in the comments, I said, hey, I know y'all don't like them, but I said, I ain't got no beef with them. We don't agree with our standpoints is, but you know what I'm saying? we
Right,
have a
yeah.
respect, but we don't even get involved.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. That's like I said. So who? I mean, I don't know who is this person that want to talk to me before I go. It's somebody in the background saying Taz is a bitch. Add me, add me.
Man, look, all right, I'll let me in a minute, but that ain't what I wanted. But look, Jay, let me ask you a question, bro. Here's the thing. I gotta ask you while you're on here. I'm gonna turn the whole narrative. Now, another thing I want to talk about, you say, okay, and I respect the fact when you was calling out yesterday when you was talking about, like you say, I say fuck child support. You say don't get on child support, right?
Right.
Right. So I don't know if you really watch my videos, but on my platform, I tell men don't get yourself on child support, meaning don't be having sex with all these bitches. Don't be putting yourself in a situation. Make sure you know the woman. Make sure you do your due diligence to find out who she is. Make sure you know the laws. Make sure you don't just pump and dump. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is,
but the name of your video is called Pump and Dump, though.
Right. That's why I was talking about. Here's the thing, and I said in the beginning of the video, when we did that video, the video was comedy. You know what I'm saying? Why wasn't no bitches in there? They want no bitches in there. And we wasn't in Indiana. We wasn't in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Indiana.
Right, we was in Indiana. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I told people, I even said on here, I didn't get offended. I didn't get offended when you said that you didn't have no bitches and shit like that. I said that's constructive criticism. I ain't gonna get in my emotional feelings like that. Not about that. If you can't take that, then you shouldn't do this type of shit. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But the thing is, what my platform is about is men spreading awareness, because child support is a $51 billion business. And when it comes to family court, it's gender bias amongst men and women of all races, not just the black man. So my platform has always been about that. Like I said, what I don't understand is it was a video you did with, well, you jumped on Ramil's video, and I heard you. That's when I had reached out to you again. And he mentioned about you going to jail for domestic violence. You said, hell no, my baby mama did some false allegations. And you know what? I believe you. I believe you. So what I want to ask you is this. You've been through the situation. False allegations, a woman who's mad at you for failed relationship or whatever it is. And yet you got an issue with what I talk about. Why is that?
Well, because the message itself is not positive. The things that I did go through with my baby mom, I don't think that it would have been beneficial to my son if I would have held any type of anger or exploded or used, different issues against her. I kind of felt like moving on was to my benefit, and not only moving on in relationship terms, but moving on intellectually, where the things that she does that she thinks she can outsmart me and get me with, I don't deal with those things. I kind of just let her spiral out of control until she wants to, be respectful again. And so because my position is to go ahead and let her do whatever she's doing, you just don't fall victim to it. Some see that as letting her get over on you. But my thing is, men are not being taught to protect themselves when they get that baby mama that's out to get them. If she's out to get you, protecting yourself is not calling her bitches, is not talking shit, is not trying to raise the stakes. It's literally going your own direction and acting like you can do something better, but still making sure you in your kid life. You can't let you.
Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you can't let her determine your fate with your child. And if you do that, that's your fault.
So you saying, now I get the fact, leave him alone. I tell everybody, leave him alone. Wash your hands, move on. That's a fact. So that's what I'm saying. Now, it's a difference. I get what you're saying when you say, hey, man, you come out calling bitches and hoes. I get that. But at the same time, why not call it out? Like you say men to be held accountable. I agree. And I say that's first thing we all have to do as men. But at the same time, what you talk about, to me, is mostly against other black men. You don't never call out shit like that, and you went through this shit.
What makes you think I don't call it out?
I could
Because
be
I don't
wrong.
do
I never
videos
heard
calling
it.
women
Let me
bitches and
let me
hoes.
change that. I never heard it. Let me change that. I could be wrong.
Okay,
I could
yeah,
be wrong.
nobody does more content like that than me. A lot of these men pretend they follow men who do a lot of bullshit, gossipy ass, feminine fuckboy content. But when it comes to doing content about women robbing niggas in hotel rooms and shit like that, nigga, that's me. These hoe ass niggas don't do content about shit like that. When some women run up in a hotel room or spiking niggas drinks and catching niggas slipping and shit like that, nigga Taz do that content. Got multiple videos on it. Can take you right to them. These hoe ass niggas don't do videos about what happens with black men in the court or with women. These niggas bitches and they sit around and cry about failed relationships as opposed to getting men prepared for bad situations, which will come. And I have a chat room full of women who acknowledge that bad women exist. So motherfuckers hate the fact that I can say, yes, bad women exist, but I ain't got to call every woman no bitch because I'm going to show you these bad women that exist. And I'm talking to men that actually don't mind listening and saying, stay away from this shit. Here are the actual warning signs. Not calling women bitches and being mad and being angry for years and years. Look at this shit, peep the game, keep it moving, lock the game in and know it. Not you ain't got to call women bitches every day and be mad as fuck at the world. Nigga, live this shit.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that's what my page about? Or since even I ain't even talking about on here. Since I've been on Facebook doing the fuck child support, that what you think it was about?
I think your page is more about fuck child support and not necessarily about denigrating women. I think the denigrating women comes as a result of your stance on child support. That's kind of how I view your channel. Like you already, I mean, like again,
right.
you already did music videos, and in your music, you've never not denigrated women. So it's you call women bitches. That's how you talk. That's who you are. So your channel ain't necessarily representative of that more so than your issues with child support, and then that other shit is just who you are. That's how I view that. And so with that, that's why I ain't never fuck with you though. I ain't never came for your channel or none of that shit because I do think there's a necessary conversation. There's a necessary conversation about child support. I just don't think niggas want to hear it the way it needs to be talked about. But there's a necessary conversation. And so no, I've never thought that nigga need to be shut down. He over there on complete bullshit. No, there's a level of truth in what you're talking about. I just don't agree with the method.
So what would you say to do it in your way? How would you I just want to know.
I mean, honestly, I think when we talk about child support, we need to be talking more about changing laws and figuring out ways that we can collectivize to change those laws. Talking about women in a child support situation is really not to the benefit of the conversation. And so to me, it's just not enough of what needs to happen collectively as a group of men, what we can do with each other and for each other. Because that's what I'm for. I'm on the outside of a lot of niggas understanding because they just hate the women so fucking much. But when it comes to getting changes within that system, okay, I was a victim of that same system. So I'm not here to defend the child support system. I understand why it's there, but it definitely needs reform. But now when niggas gonna stop arguing amongst each other, worried about what women talking about, and actually work together to get that reform, bro? Because that's what I'm about. And niggas would rather stand against me because I'm saying, fuck the talking. Let's get to a city. Let's get in front of a judge and let's put some black men in front of this shit that actually want to talk about the subject matter and can be a benefit to a different or another black man. And I got the content to show this shit from years. When niggas cry about child support, I say no, niggas need to do something collectively. And we choose not to work together on that shit.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think a lot of the women on your page and even Nyla page, even Cynthia G, consider what I talk about as whining, crying, and you just don't want to be a father?
Because child support has been it's been used as a talking point for too long. Like, I think even the women will tell you that child support ain't taking care of no homes. You know what I'm saying? Child support ain't buying no cars. It ain't paying no rents. It ain't like And if it is, it's because of the success level of the man who she's getting child support from. But that's not the average black woman's child support case. The numbers reflect that black women don't get a lot of money from child support. And so with that, it sounds like a lot of unnecessary complaining, because it's not like the numbers say black women are booming from the child support game. That's why it sounds like whining, because it's like, bro, like the average payment is like $40. And then like a third of the women who don't get no money at all, and 70% who only get a partial payment. Nobody's booming off of child support, but when men complain about it, it's like a notion there that somehow women are getting rich off of it, and very few are. I'm not saying you ain't got some women who took advantage of a well-to-do man, but the overwhelming majority of child support cases are not, women getting $500 or $600 a week. That's just not true.
Let me ask you this. Well, let me tell you this. When it come to my page and when it come to my avenue, as far as fuck child support and as far as what my goal is, trying to change the law is cool, but they not finna change these laws. They're not finna change the law no time soon. And like I said, I tell you all the time, we'll be dead and gone if they try to do just a speck of a change. They're not finna do anything to lose that $51 billion. So what I tell men to do, and I even tell some women, we have to change the laws in our mind. What that means, even though the law is going to be here, child support is going to be gender biased, what we have to stop doing is having kids with women that, one, you don't want to marry. And also, we need to stop doing, we need to stop looking at a woman and say, oh, man, it's equal opportunity. It's easy. This a quick, easy one hitter. You know what I'm saying? You have to research who you're dealing with, because a lot of I call them baby mama terrorists. A lot of these baby mama terrorists got issues, and by us not doing our due diligence on who we're dealing with, we find out after the fact, after we break up, or after the baby's born, or after we get divorced. You know what I'm saying? So we have to change ourselves and get ourselves in order before this damn law. This law ain't gonna change. We have to change ourselves. We have to get ourselves in order.
The laws change, and laws can be changed. And I truly believe that avoiding or ignoring the laws is the problem, because you're not going to stop sexual access to and whatnot. Like that's only getting easier and more prominent. And so I just think we need to deal with the laws first. I mean, because even with the laws, I think a mindset change will come. But
well, here's the thing, bro. I mean, they've been trying to fight these laws since the 60s. With the fathers' rights movement since the 60s, bro. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying
instead of laws, though, they make the same laws.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying don't fight, don't try to change the law. What I'm saying is, as the laws be what it is, we have to get ourselves in order and stop being thirsty. Stop just having sex with random women. You know what I'm saying? Stop getting somebody pregnant that you really didn't want to get pregnant. If a woman say, well, I took the pill, don't fall for that. You put on that condom anyway. You know what I mean? And that don't, in my opinion,
but bro, that's things that a father should teach his son. Those 100%. Are things that niggas should already 100%. Know, bro. These niggas be like 35 years old not knowing this shit.
But here's the thing. A lot of them know how they fathers around. And a lot of them actually believe that because the father didn't want to be around, in actuality, they was either alienated. Most of them was either alienated or ran out the picture.
So, okay, and so I know men that had that situation, and right. What they did was manned up. They didn't.
When you say man up, what you mean?
I mean, they overcame that situation and lived life without whining about that every day. That didn't become.
You talking about child support as far as not having a father?
Well, both. But when the ones that didn't have a father didn't grow up talking about, I don't have a father. They still today don't blame things on not having a father. That's more of a talking point as opposed to reality. Men that don't have fathers growing up that I've seen seem to become better fathers. They don't blame their father. They learn from their father's mistake and become a better father. That's what I've seen.
But actually what I've seen, yeah, they didn't blame the father because they actually found out why the father wasn't involved. And a lot of the times it's because they was alienated. The mother moved at state to state, didn't let them know. All he was doing was paying that child support. You know what I'm saying? And that actually fuck up would you laugh? That ain't true?
You believe? Hell, I mean, that happens. But that's not the overwhelming majority of child support cases, fam. That
No. I'm not speaking about child support. I'm talking about alienation. Just because you ain't got to be on child support to be alienated. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about not having the father there. See, a lot of people was misled that the father just didn't want to be bothered. He was a piece of shit. He ran off his responsibility. No, he was alienated. I ain't talking about child support. I'm talking about alienation.
How can you be alienated from your child, bro?
Come on now. What you mean how?
I'm telling you. I just told you earlier. My baby mom tried to use the fucking authorities to alienate me from my child, nigga. It didn't work.
Yeah, but it ain't working.
You can't alienate me from my fucking child, nigga.
You think can't no man be alienated that since you was able to do it, everybody else should be able to do it? That what you saying?
As a man, because I was only able to do it as a man. If you're a man, I think you should be able to do it. If you're a father, I think you should be able to do it. Yes.
So when woman, see, like I say, your case might be different, but you got some that run
I
off.
had the worst of the worst baby mamas, bruh. The worst of the worst. The worst of the worst baby mamas. The one that will say, "Get out my house," and you say, "I live here too. I pay the bills," and she says, "Well, I just call the police." I had one of those baby mamas, bruh.
No,
so if I can,
bro, that's not the worst baby mama.
That's
not the worst baby mama. The worst baby mama is the one that either put you in jail or the one that murdered your child. That's the worst.
Okay, and so
you getting put out. That's not the worst, bro.
Okay, and so see what you heard was getting put out. What you missed was the threat of taking you away from you missed the threat that I'll take you away from your child and put you in jail because you won't do what I say. And this is why remedial ass niggas don't need to be in the conversation. If you don't know the depths of this shit, you won't get it. This is bigger than just something simple. This shit is deep. And when a woman is telling you to get out my house, a lot of times it's bigger than get out my house. She wants you away from her child so you can actually that child can get used against you. If you don't know how to get around those things, how the fuck can you be a help? It's bigger than just, man, fuck that bitch. You can't just say fuck that bitch.
That's the thing, though, bro. Once you say get out, that's step one. Step two is, alienate, manipulate, and everything else. Possibly, like you say, false allegations. I know the step-by-step program. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, when you said that she's worse than worse, and I say, actually, she's not the worst. The worst of the worst is the one that actually killed their kid because the father ended up getting custody, or the father ended up getting equal custody. White, black, blue, or green. It happens often. It just happened last week.
And I mean, bro, that's fucked up. I don't stand by and say that those things are okay. I don't like the inequality in your understanding of what happens every day. I mean, do you know men kill children every fucking day? Black men? Every day. Every day that sun shine, a man kill a child. You know that, right?
And a woman don't?
Bro, who would say that?
I'm asking. I'm asking.
A woman absolutely does. I thought you covered that part of it already.
I did.
I'm just reminding you that.
Okay. Well, I covered. Okay. Well, then you know what I'm talking about. Okay, because
there's
women,
but you got to
understand
that there's no equality in the conversation, though, bro.
Say that again.
Like we make it sound like women are doing something that they're not being held accountable for, and they are. But in that, we're leaving out what men are not being held accountable for. Men are killing kids that they ain't got shit to do with, stray bullets and all type of shit, stepdaddies and everything. We never talk about that as men, and subsequently it comes off like we don't care about children.
I talk about it, bro. I talk about
when men do it or when women do it.
Say that again. I talk about when the boyfriend do it. I talk about when the boyfriend or the stepfather. I talk about.
But but see, I can't let you get away with that because you're using the boyfriend because of the mother. You say the mother made a bad choice by bringing this boyfriend around the kid. It centers around the baby mom being bad. It's not centered around the man doing the shit.
He a piece of shit. He killed a kid or he killed somebody. He's a piece of shit.
But the emphasis ain't on him. But you don't put the emphasis on him.
You said what?
But you don't put the emphasis on him. You put the emphasis on the woman who chose him.
So let me ask you this question then. Okay, because I did one recently. If a woman who had just had a baby or had a 3-year-old, she just met a dude online. She let him move in. And She got him babysitting. This dude get mad about a video game because the baby walked past and all that shit. He kills the baby. He go to jail. You don't think that woman should be charged with child neglect and child abuse? You don't think she should be called out either?
Charged? Are you
said what?
serious? You said she should be charged
with child abuse or child neglect.
Did she know this man was gonna do that to that child?
So you condone a woman or a man?
I'm asking you a simple question, bro. Did she know? Because that is going to matter if we're going to charge her. If she knew what that man was going to do, hell yeah, she culpable. But if he just did some bullshit out the blue randomly, how the fuck we going to charge her for that? That don't make no sense, bro.
Now you say I just said she just met the dude and she trusted him in a couple of months to babysitting all this shit and move him in, and you don't see nothing wrong on her end.
It's called irresponsible.
And
she was very irresponsible.
Right. And I'm telling and I'm asking you, she shouldn't be charged for being
charged with what exactly?
I just said child neglect.
And so we're basing,
I didn't say murder.
So what are we right? But what are we basing the neglect on, bro? Was she there when this happened? Was she not? I don't even like the scenario you described. Ain't neglect, fam.
What do you call it?
If I leave my child in the care of someone, it's irresponsible at best.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's 100% irresponsible. But if I leave my child with someone and that person kills my child, that's my fault? Yes, morally. But is it my fault within the law? How?
The law. I thought you didn't give a fuck about the white man law.
Who told you that? I want to be free, my nigga.
Hey, let me.
And we all have to give a fuck about the white man's law if we want to deal with child support as a realistic issue. We can't be running around saying fuck the white man's law if we want to deal with child support as a real issue. I don't say fuck the white man's law.
I don't say that. I don't.
Yeah, I ain't one of them type people, bro. I don't do that. That shit don't get us nowhere saying fuck the law, but then got to go out and live by it and abide by it. No, bro. That's fake.
Yeah, I agree, but that's what we're different on. You say that the mother is irresponsible, which she is to the T, but to say that she shouldn't be charged with child neglect, then that's where we're different at. Fuck him, he should get the chair, but she should be charged as well.
Yeah, I don't, and that's what I'm saying. You're saying expand the laws. Here's my thing. You're still back to the same conversation.
No, I ain't talking about changing the laws.
Expand the laws. Expand the laws on child abuse and make the parent more culpable who gave custody or oversight to the person who killed the child. That's something that can be added to the law of child abuse. But where is the fight to get that done? Where's the conversation being started? Where's the lobbying? Niggas just be on here talking and capping, bruh. If it's real, let's get something done intellectually around it. But a lot of these niggas dumb. Niggas don't want to deal with that shit, bro. Like, because I don't think those scenarios are far-fetched. They happen, but then don't nobody capitalize on it by trying to change the law. You got to change the law first.
Who was these niggas you talking about?
What niggas as far as what?
On YouTube? You talking about the people on YouTube?
Yes.
Man,
yes, content creators.
Man, I can't go off with about these other content creators. A lot of them don't even talk about this. So I can't.
They do. Believe it or not, they do. Child support is everyone's go-to. Everyone talks about child support. Everyone talks about child support.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I only hear select few. I can't say everybody in the black space talk about it. Not that I see. I don't think they talk enough about it. I don't think they talk enough about it.
But see, for you, it's the subject matter of your page, and so it's your emphasis. What I'm saying is they don't emphasize it like you do, but they mention it as a talking point. You go a little deeper with it because this is your subject matter that you specializing in. And that's the problem that I'm telling you is a lot of them use talking points that ain't even true about child support. They don't even know what the fuck they be talking about. They'll just throw a talking point out about child support.
I'll go with that. I agree with that. Some of them don't know what the fuck they talking about. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Single Fathers for the $5 donation. Said keep giving out the good game, Mr. Palmer 100. Shout out to you. Hey, bro. Atticus want to holler at you, man. You know him?
Yeah, I don't know who this is, bro.
Oh,
You
you
got
do
him
know
on,
him?
bro. I mean, like for real.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's just another fucking fanboy, bro. I don't give a fuck about that lame ass
wanna
nigga.
holler
Bro.
at him?
Somebody in the chat back there. Yeah, put him on, bro.
All right.
He called me a
Shout out-
liar. If I lied about something, bro. The fuck is this?
All right, shout out to
Oh, these
Face
fucking
Facts
lame ass
499.
niggas.
The law had nothing to do with child support. It's based off aggression. The law can't be changed to find the integration of women. Shout out to you, bro. I'm gonna let him in. Hold
Yeah,
on.
the laws have nothing to do with child support. So the Deadbeat Parents Act of 1998 ain't a law. They don't have nothing like you niggas dumb. That's what I'm saying. I be trying to help niggas about this shit, but once you tell me the laws have nothing to do with child support, I just don't think you want to help black men.
Go ahead, Atticus.
Okay, then, Mr. Palmer.
That should say, of course he knows me. Nigga, I don't know you.
Little bitch, shut up. Mr. Palmer,
Who
can
are
you hear
you?
me? Little
Who
bitch,
are
shut
you?
up.
Yeah,
Shut up, little
Please, man.
bitch.
Hey,
Hey, man,
bro.
Mr.
Hey,
Palmer.
hey, you know what? Hey,
Yo,
hold on,
little
hold on,
bitch,
hold on.
shut the fuck up.
Atticus. Hold on, Atticus. You cool and all, but if talk with some logic, man. Try to if you gonna
Back
do it,
up
talk
from
with
your
some
Of
logic.
course, Mr. Palmer, Mr. Palmer.
Yeah,
I
understand.
always have respect for you and your channel,
Back
Mr.
up off the
Palmer.
mic, bro.
Yeah, you
God
gotta back
damn.
up the mic too.
I will.
All right, yeah, just speak your
Mr.
piece, bro.
Palmer,
Yeah, just
I
come with
got
your
respect for you.
whatever,
You
man.
tell me if my mic is too loud, and I'll reduce it right now.
You good?
Yeah, reduce it, bro. Reduce it down to 0.
How about now? No, you're a little bitch, Taz. Nobody respect you.
Come on, hey, all right,
Nobody respect you. No. Let him do it. Yo, don't stop him. I'm just asking, is my mic too loud? That's all I'm asking. Is my mic too loud?
Yeah,
Don't
it is.
stop
It
him.
is. Turn that shit
Yeah, it's a
down.
little loud.
I'm not asking you, little hoe.
It's a little loud.
Okay, Mr. Palmer, for you, I'm gonna reduce it. Okay, you tell me when it's right. How about now, Mr. Palmer?
Yeah, you
Come on,
cool,
man.
man.
Hurry up,
Go
bro.
ahead and speak your piece, but don't do all that, man. Just prove your point or whatever. And that's how we dialoguing on here, man. We ain't doing that.
No, you have to engage these motherfuckers on their level. You get me, Mr.
No, I
Palmer?
mean he ain't disrespecting me, bro. So that's what I'm saying, man. Go ahead, prove your
Of
point.
course, he's not disrespecting you, but he's disrespecting me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna let that slide, Mr. Palmer.
What I do to you, fam?
And I'm not afraid of him with his
All right, bro.
monkey
What I do
ass.
to you, man? What I do to
Monkey
you, fam?
motherfucker. Monkey.
Hey, fam, what I do to you?
Monkey.
Hey, let me ask some, Atticus. Did he do something to you?
Well, Taz is the antithesis of manhood. That's what he did to me.
He did what?
He is the antithesis of manhood.
In other words, he's just a jealous ass nigga that want to be Taz like the rest of these.
Jealous of what? Jealous of what?
Of
We know you live in a
me.
fucking room with your mic next to your fucking bed.
I do.
Yes, we've seen the picture. We don't give a fuck about you, Taz. You little nobody ass. You tried Ramil. You tried fucking Fantastic. You tried everybody. You're nobody. You're fucking nobody.
That's why I tried to my body,
Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer. Watch it. He's the one shouting right now.
You better go look. You better ask around.
Oh, I'm a nigga now. I love it. I love it. I'm a nigga.
Dead, nigga.
With your mouth, with your mic next to your bed, little nigga. With your mic next to your bed. With your mic next to your bed.
Bro, you still quoting that stupid shit? You still quoting that stupid shit? You ain't never asked yourself why Mill ain't do another video?
Yo, little Negro.
You ain't asked yourself why he ain't do another video? Cause that nigga dead, nigga. That's why you ain't no follow up, nigga, cause he died. And I hope the sex trafficking ass try me again, cause he'll die again, nigga.
I'm not even from West Africa. I'm from East Africa. I'm from East Africa. Watch it. Emotional like his mama. Emotional like his mama.
Pass it all them niggas, nigga. I call pass
like his mama.
Emotional. Last I
Emotional
seen
like
him,
his
nigga.
mama.
Angry man, nigga. Closed
Emotional
casket,
like his
nigga.
mama.
Every last one of them. Closed
Emotional like
casket.
your mama.
That's why they send a
Emotional
nigga
like your
like you.
mama.
That's why they send
Emotional like your
niggas like.
mama.
That's why they
You
send
don't
niggas like
scared.
you.
No. Yo, Mr. Palmer, let me talk to you. Ain't nobody scared of you,
Closed
Taz.
casket, nigga.
Nobody
Closed
scared of
casket.
you.
They gotta send a
Nobody
nigga like
scared
you.
of you.
That nigga I ain't even never talked to,
Nobody
nigga.
scared
They
of
gotta
you,
send a
little
fuck nigga I ain't never
Negro.
talked to.
Little
So weak ass
Negro.
out here.
Cotton picker. Cotton picker. Shh. Cotton picker. Shh.
All right, hey, look, hey, fam, you
Cotton
gotta,
picker.
you said what you had to
Cotton
say,
picker.
bro. I'm gonna
Oh.
put you back on.
Is that do I got like what a cotton? Is you saying that 'cause I'm a black man? Because black men in
No,
America were once
I'm
slaves?
saying this
Cotton picker?
because you're Taz. Taz the
In
cotton
that
picker.
manosphere
Nobody
mentality,
else.
you can say white
Taz the
males
cotton
too.
picker. Nobody
Cotton
else. Nobody
picker?
else. Nobody else.
That ain't no
You are
motherfucking
the cotton
insult to
picker.
you, big ass
Look
nigga.
at your emotional
Cotton
shit.
picker?
Thank you for calling me
What
a
type
nigga.
of
I
white
feel
boy
upgraded.
mentality do you
Nobody's called me a
have?
nigga before. Ain't nobody called me a nigga before. I feel
Cotton
upgraded. Little cotton picker.
my nigga. Cotton picker? This is what you
Yes.
call another black man?
You.
You broken fucking bucks.
Hey,
You niggas are broken
I put
bucks.
background, man.
Cotton picker?
That's what I'm saying, man. That ain't what I'm on. You wanted to talk to him and shit, man. That's why I didn't want nobody coming in and doing all that shit, bro. You know
But
what I'm
these
saying?
niggas, bro, I've never done nothing to. I don't know that motherfucker, bro. He's just niggas that don't like me because of YouTube. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
used
do,
to these
bro.
niggas.
I
But
do, bro.
I don't even talk to them no more. I don't go in their spaces.
Yeah, but G, I don't do that on my page. I don't like, you know what I'm saying, arguing. Like, if you gonna dialogue, we're gonna dialogue. Like you say, we here to talk, man. You ain't went back and forth, nothing like that. We ain't agreeing with everything, but we ain't doing all that either. So that ain't how I want my page to be, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
my bad, my nigga. Like I say, man, it go up, it go up.
I'm just saying.
You know what
I'm
it is.
just saying. How about you, bro? I heard Cotton Pick. I was like, oh hell no.
But yeah, no, we good, bro. I just, like I say, man, I don't never mind a motherfucker doing the content. I just wanted to slide through though, because like I say, if it was some other shit, my nigga, I need to know. But if it's just content, ain't no issues, my nigga.
I said in the beginning, ain't no beef. You know what I'm saying? I said that. Nah, ain't no beef. Never. No, not at all.
Shit, we
But
100,
you
bro.
know what? This is what I will say to the chat again. You know what I'm saying? Me and him don't agree with everything. We ain't gonna agree with everything, not at all, to the T. But at the same time, as we adults though, we men, we supposed to dialogue. We shouldn't be getting into it with each other. We here trying to prove a point. I shouldn't have to call him a bitch ass nigga to prove a point, and he got to call me an alphabet or a pussy or whatever to prove a point. We gonna talk it out. We agree, we don't agree, or whatever. That's what we supposed to do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want on my page. But like I say, these baby mama test back to my who bid or hurt you. But the way I carry myself ain't the way a lot of these whole ass niggas do.
Yeah, we good, bro. Like I say, man, I don't fuck with a lot of these niggas in the space, bro. But like, we good.
Hey,
so yeah,
bro,
we straight.
I ain't gonna lie. Now it's a couple of brothers want to talk to you. Now I know two of them though. You mind talking to
Everybody want to talk to me somewhere else. I drop a link on my shit, niggas don't come. Let them whole ass niggas come, bro. Let them come right quick, cause I ain't got all day to entertain bitch ass niggas who terrified to deal with me, nigga. Lame ass niggas who scared to deal with me, nigga, on my own fucking page.
The one who want to talk to you. No, the one who want to talk to you, man. He was asking you that about the law. That's the one.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, long as it's a nigga that just want to actually have a conversation. I ain't on that crybaby ass.
That's why I say I know two of them who I know for a fact, because I don't get down. That ain't what I brought you on. You have you in for. Fuck all that. Hold on. Hey, Face.
Yeah, what's going on, Mr. Palmer?
Hey, what's good, bro? Go ahead, bro. Because he the one, Face the one who asked you that question. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, I asked the question. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not into that yelling back and forth, and I believe in having a civilized conversation because that's what this platform encourages. But
that's what's up.
What I was saying is the problem is a lot of people don't actually understand how the laws actually work. A lot of them are based on discretion. There technically isn't a law that basically regulate child support. As far as the Deadbeat Parent Act, basically what that is, and I'll read it to you because I'm looking at it. It's Public Law 105-187, 105th Congress, an act to establish felony violations for the failure to pay legal child support obligations and for other purposes. The problem is, even on the act, they don't list what those other purposes are. Now, that act was signed by Bill Clinton because that was a partnership with the mass incarceration bill. Now, if you know anything about his brother was locked up.
But it
So
wasn't,
basically, what he
that's,
did
now
was,
you're going into shit that's not true. That's not true. You're throwing shit around. It's not true.
am I? You can look all this up. One of his brothers was
I don't
on
need
death
to look
row.
it up. I already know.
He pardoned. But listen, let me make my point. The fact that you're cutting me off knows that you know I'm about to tell the truth, because that's what women.
No,
do.
it means you
What I'm
get
saying to you is,
long-winded.
No. That's not. I get it, but that's not cut each other off. Hey, let's not cut. Don't cut them off, Tad. Let them speak his piece. Go ahead.
right. As part of the way to get his brother, so he write a pardon for his own brother, was he had to give money into the prison system. So that's part of what he did, like with the mass incarceration, with a lot of bills that Joe Biden passed. The Child Support Act was part of it. Meanwhile, the bill itself clearly states, it says any person, but those laws don't apply to women the same way, because they have safe haven laws where women can abandon their children. They literally will put men on child support for children that aren't even theirs. But we live in a country where women can leave their child on a staircase at a police department, a fire department, or a church, and not be held legally accountable. So when you throw the term deadbeat around, we got to be real careful and understand who the real deadbeats are.
Taz?
You done? Right.
Yeah,
So
I'm done.
I don't know why y'all like run to what women do. Yes, some pathetic, horrible, fucked up, sad, unrespecting woman who leaves her child somewhere, she needs to be fucking dealt with. I don't know why you would have to bring women into it, and your lack of understanding about why you would need that enforcement act to start the problem. The reason why I even brought up the Deadbeat Parents Punishment Act is because a lot of people don't realize those laws that started back then, which absolutely have nothing to fucking do with mass incarceration, those laws that started back then would need to be unraveled first, because that's how they were able to start taking your paycheck, your income tax money, any garnishments. All of that started to come through the Deadbeat Parents Punishment Act. But instead of people reading these laws and realizing how they even got access to your money, you would rather cry about the women. It's the laws that you saying that don't need to be changed or we need to overlook are the main reason why they're able to continue to do it. So no, you can't skip over the laws because they keep revising them. Even the Preventing Sex Trafficking Act that came in 2014 is a revision, and they don't mind revising it to the benefit of women, as you would say. Well, you would have to try to get it revised to the benefit of men. I don't see that attempt. I see tears. I see whining, but those attempts to get it done on paper aren't there because you're too busy saying it won't happen. So you're not even trying. That's the problem.
Face?
No, I was waiting for him to finish before I made my response. Again, that the Deadbeat Parent Act has no amendments on file, right? That was done in 1998. It has no amendments. There's no even attempts to again have that changed. But there's a reason they won't have it changed. They won't have it changed because it brings money into the system. Title 4D is basically a collection agency. It's to recoup money that was spent by the Social Security Administration. The purpose of what they did, basically the reason they can go after you is because it used to be, here's the thing, what they did with that act, they made failure to pay child support a felony. But every other aspect of family court is considered civil action. That's why if you have a problem with the mother not honoring like the visitation schedule, what will the police tell you? They'll tell you, oh, this is a civil matter. But they made a felony so they can what? Restrict your driver's license. What can they do if you have a restricted driver's license? They can arrest you. They can arrest you for failure to pay. They can, and they don't even arrest you.
Okay, so, sir, I'll chime in. I was licensed to practice law in Louisiana in '97. I practiced up until 2013. I just found better things to do with my time. The criminal justice system in Louisiana has been tiresome and bothersome as well. But there's a lot that I know about the civil and the civil side of law. Child support itself, you cannot say that it adds to mass incarceration of black men or mass incarceration of anyone, mainly because, just as you said before, it is a civil issue. It's not criminal. I think Michigan is the only state in the union that has tried to criminalize non-payment of child support. Nevertheless, around the country, the maximum penalty for non-payment of child support is 6 months in prison. Why? Because that is the same amount of time that's used for contempt of court. Okay, but what I really want to chime in about was the gentleman mentioned something about parental alienation. That is actually a criminal offense. There are laws on the books in many jurisdictions. You can Google it yourself.
Yes, it is.
That parental alienation is an actual thing. There was a case that I knew of in Louisiana. Now this is gonna sound really fucked up. I want to say it's Darrell Jones versus Trencia Knight, where there was a visitation order issued in one jurisdiction. The woman took the child to another jurisdiction, got married, absconded, didn't notify the court, and that other court allowed the new father, the husband, to adopt the child. The woman cited that they could not get in touch with the biological father, but never revealed to the current court that they had a standing issue in another jurisdiction. The sad part about it is the court could not overturn it because they could not prove that the actual adoption process was effective.
Right, and even though parental alienation is a law, that's the point I was making earlier. They can have all the laws they want on the book. The problem is they don't enforce them.
Exactly.
Well, you know something, and it's very biased. It is biased, believe it or not. There are many people that suffer. You know, even the richest people in the world, richest people in this country, still have to suffer by way of the child support system. It just happens. Unfortunately, we have not, as men, and I'm gonna have to agree with the gentleman who got pretty passionate about this conversation. That there aren't any laws that have been brought up to protect men ourselves. And I'm a lawyer, so I can say this. So there haven't been any laws brought up anywhere or instituted anywhere to protect
we know why.
men. Pardon?
We know why though, right? Because men should need protection.
You know,
what protection do men need? What protection do men need?
Well, it's not so much as physical protection. It's our rights, basically. Because right now, believe it or not,
legal protection.
Yeah, legal protection. Let me explain. Let me explain to you how.
But you need the white man to protect you.
Wait, what you say?
You need the white man to protect you.
No. It's not just the white man, because not just the white man are pushing the buttons.
Right.
Bro,
so
if you say you need legal protection, we ain't talking about who pushing the buttons. We talking about who doing the protecting. Who protecting you?
Okay, so the ultimate.
Who are you asking to protect you, bro?
Wait, I'm trying to answer. Okay, so the ultimate question is: do men have rights? Yes or no?
No.
Of course.
They don't have enough rights. They don't have enough.
Of course
rights.
they do.
They don't have equal
rights. Of course,
rights.
men have rights.
Okay. So now,
what are we doing? What do you mean men don't have rights?
We don't have equal rights.
Oh God! And that's my next question. Are those rights equal to the rights of women in the eyes of the law?
Are they equitable? Because when you say equal, you don't. I mean, you don't have the ability to carry a child, do you?
No. That's not what I asked you.
But that's what I'm telling you. How could the laws be equal and you can't carry a fucking baby? What kind of equality do you want?
Bro, what
you want to carry a baby too, nigga? What type of equality are you talking about?
Sir, nor
Ma'am.
can a woman. Oh God.
Yes,
I think
but
it's
don't
not a
play.
simple conversation.
Don't play.
Come on,
Pardon?
No, I'm telling you.
Don't
Come on,
play.
on that, man.
You're playing dumb.
Oh no,
You're playing dumb.
Sir, I'm being very respectful to you now, and I appreciate the same in return.
I don't care, bro. Let's go. Continue.
Okay. So, you know, we're just not as it relates to the court system, we're not seen as equal. And if you try to say anything other than that, then they'll call you sexist and they hide behind that banner.
So I'm gonna ask you again, how could you be equal to the woman who carried the child if you can't carry one? How can you be equal to her?
Well, first of all, did I mention motherhood or fatherhood in that respect?
Right, you mentioned fatherhood in comparison to what?
No, I didn't. Well, I think you need to rewind. I think you need to wind back and listen to what I said.
Right.
Listen,
what you
let
said,
the man make his point. If you want to use prison logic and turn this into a biology discussion, it takes both people to make a child. So the fact that the woman carries a child is irrelevant. What are you trying to do?
To you, it ain't
Only
irrelevant
in Western
to the courts.
countries do they care about that.
It's not irrelevant to the courts. It's not irrelevant to the courts. And until you niggas deflate, you're slow.
Right. No, well, listen, we don't have
because it has to be equitable. It has to be equitable. You want equality, not equity. You're dumb. And you've been taught to be dumb.
It's not,
but it is equity.
I'm not the one that
it's definitely equity.
Meet you on your emotional level. But
wait.
So how is it
You got niggas up here crying about child support. You think I'm the emotional one? You pussy.
No, I'm
looking for the white man to cover you.
Nobody's.
You need the white man to protect you, nigga. You niggas up here looking for the white man to protect you. Are you not? Are we confused on what's what in this conversation?
I had a question real quick.
I protected myself.
Hey, I had a question real quick though, because he was saying about something about protection. I said, real quick. Can I say something real quick though? I ain't say nothing yet. You were saying something about protection earlier, about how your baby mama called the police, but the police can't even stop you. Now you claim to be about the law. Now if the police or the law come and tell you can't be around your child because your baby mama called, how do you get around the police? How did you do that? Because you said you went around. You said forget the police, whatever. I want to hear your magical story about how she called the police. She don't want you around them, but you got around them.
Magical story. See how they get these dumbass niggas to come up here and ask
what happened?
stupid
What
shit.
happened with that?
So I went to jail. Damn near every time. It's called call the police.
That's
say he threatened me. Say he did this. Say he did that. And I ain't did shit. Never put my hands on that woman one time, but she would make up stories, say shit, and then the other times I'm talking about is just simply threats where I said, nah, I'm good. Yes, I went through that. So there's no magical story. The story is get your pussy ass over it. There's no magic. Man the fuck up, pussy nigga. There's the magic. Man up. Quit crying.
So
that was the magic.
Is going to jail.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask
so
you
you have custody of your kids.
Magic is going to jail. No, but the going to jail part was stupid. What I tell men is to prevent them from going to jail, fam. What are you talking about? What I'm saying is don't stand there and argue. Don't go back and forth with her. Don't let her use that baby and put it over your head. That's what I tell niggas. So you won't go to jail. You're dumb.
Right, but that's
you niggas dumb.
Listen, what I'm
you
saying
don't get
to you is
niggas locked
what I'm saying
up.
to you is that's wrong. Leave arguing back and forth on argument. That's not the reason why you got locked up. Even if you would have left and not had an argument, you could have still been locked up. That's the point we're trying to make to you. Yeah, did you argue? Listen, I understand what you're saying, but arguing with her, did that make your situation worse? Yes, but that's not the reason you went to jail. You could have still gone to jail without arguing back and forth.
It's literally the reason. Trying to stand up and be big bad. This my son. Trying to be that. This my son. This my motherfucking son. That shit don't work, nigga. That's why you niggas on here crying and I'm laughing at you niggas. Because you want to put your hand down and you ain't got that type of power, nigga. You ain't got that type of power, nigga.
Hey, Q, you
Mr. Palmer. Yes, I stopped practicing in 2013, man. But I was licensed in 1997. But go ahead.
Because you couldn't help nobody. You weren't a benefit. Otherwise, you'll still be practicing. These niggas might be impressed by that lame shit, but if you can help black men and you ain't practicing, you're a fucking failure, nigga. And I don't know why niggas respect niggas that sit up there and say, I quit. I bet you did. Because you can't do a fucking thing to help these cornballs, nigga. Just be honest. Let's just be honest.
Mr. Palmer.
I don't want to talk to you, Taz. I'm used to niggas looking past what I said, nigga.
But
Broken ass, nigga.
Anyway, yes, my specialty was appellate. I handled most of the appellate cases. That's what my strengths were. But go ahead. What was your question?
No, that's what I wanted to know. What kind of lawyer you was?
I started off in the public. I started off in the public defender's office. Went from there, went to a private practice. Worked with
one of the niggas that's responsible for getting black men locked up all over the place. Public pretenders. But you don't see none of these fake ass niggas stepping up saying, damn, public defenders do fucking niggas over all the time. You see how these weak ass black men don't face shit? I ain't one of these niggas, nigga. You a fraud. You a problem in the black community. You've done more to black men than any fucking child support system could have. Public pretender.
Shuts his mouth.
Public pretender.
As soon as this emotional bitch shuts up, I can answer.
Nigga, you the emotional bitch. You can even be talking when I'm talking.
I'm not the one screaming. I'm not raising. Your blood pressure is raising, bro.
Somebody, nigga.
Anyway, 1997 is when I was licensed to practice. I worked in the public defender's office for 2 years. Went into private practice with another law firm. Worked there until 2013. I just made some good investments and decided to do other things. That's it.
That's right. Because helping black men wasn't enough. Helping black men wasn't enough. He said he made some investments and fuck you niggas. I made me a few investments and shit. The system ain't there no more. Niggas don't need my help. I don't need to be part of the system and trying to change it. I made me some investments and got away from you niggas. I can't be touched in this country. And I wish you would present me some.
You said you made some.
You got these weak ass, broken ass fuck boys up here. Yo, weak ass investments, nigga. We trying to help niggas with child support, nigga. Go invest, nigga. Go log your ass onto your investment accounts, nigga. We talking about helping black men right now. Not niggas who was in the fight but jumped out of it. Niggas who was in it at one time to being quit because their investments was looking good. The money was right somewhere else, so you ran from black men to go get your money. Get your bitch ass out here, nigga. The fuck on, cornball. The fuck?
This is equivalent.
These niggas like fake niggas. I don't. There's a problem. You a nigga with a degree running around talking about I made some investments. What are you doing to help those black men, bitch ass niggas? You niggas are fake. This is the man that's supposed to be helping niggas. This the nigga with the degree. How the fuck ain't he helping niggas? Oh, I made some investments and left black men alone. What about that system? It ain't went nowhere, nigga. It ain't went nowhere. It's still there. Them black men still need your fake lawyer ass pussy. What you doing with it?
Oh, I'm a pussy.
Making money. Get your money, pussy. Get your money.
I am a pussy.
Let me ask you something.
I don't like these fake child support niggas. These niggas don't care about black men or their children. They don't. And y'all niggas lock in with these niggas like these the ones that care. They don't.
Wow.
Yes, you are, nigga. Yes, you are. You left black men stranded. You with your fucking fake ass degree left black men stranded, nigga.
One thing I don't do is argue with niggas who raised by a single mother, emotional over the internet.
Cry, baby. Cry, baby. You the one left the system, nigga. Which you couldn't fix it.
I did.
You got tired? Or did you just make enough money to fix?
I did.
Hey,
now, what was your question, brother?
I just muted Taz for a moment. Point said Ms. Palmer had no control. Oh yeah, I do. I'm letting Taz talk. I'm letting him talk. I'm letting y'all speak his piece. I want him to say everything he want to say. So now I'm letting him talk. I'm letting him talk. Letting him talk.
It's the equivalent of arguing with a 14-year-old female. Emotional, no reason to what they're saying, just fire at the handle. But go ahead. What was your question?
Why did you leave black men hanging? Why did you leave black men?
If you can put them on mute,
See how I'm asking you nicely? See how I'm asking you nicely now? Because I'm gonna just turn up.
That's all that's gonna happen. See, I asked nicely.
I mean,
No, I'm talking about him, bro.
Sir.
Niggas start crying and shit when they get their ass cornered.
Turning up does not add any zeros to my bank account. But go ahead.
Quiet, bro. We done with you, bro. Be quiet.
No, I want to ask you a question, Taz. Now I got to ask you this because I don't know who this brother is to say he was a lawyer. You don't either. How can you assume all them things about him?
Because he just literally said that he was in it. He said he was in it. He said he was doing it. And then in 2013, he left it because he made some investments. So either you don't care about the issue or the money was looking good.
I'll repeat it again. I worked in the public defender's office for 2 years. Now, from 2 years, are you gonna let me finish? I left the public defender's office in 1998. At the end of 1998, I stayed in private practice as a defense attorney up until 2013. Count that shit, sir.
Count it for what?
That. But you made it seem as if I spent all my time in the public defender's office, and I stayed there.
You said you spent 2 years in the public defender's office.
Yes.
Right.
And then I left.
So, I mean, I wouldn't try to add more years to it. You was a bitch for 2 years. I don't need to add no more time to it. You was a bitch for 2 years, nigga. But I need to add words to it.
Are you saying I shouldn't have been a public defender?
Yes, I am. Weak ass nigga. Now what? Ask me another dumb question. Ask me another dumb question.
So what should I have done?
You should have been a child.
What should I have done?
You should have been a child support lawyer. You should have been a child support lawyer.
Civil, sir. I was a criminal defense attorney.
You should have been a child support lawyer. You asked me what you should have did. I just told you. You want to be in my conversation? You should have been a child support lawyer.
I didn't want to. But anyway,
we ain't talking about criminals, are we? Are we talking about child support or are we talking about criminals? That's what I'm saying. It's the problem, man. Y'all get somebody up here who got a degree, claim to be a lawyer, but don't know shit about child support. You don't know a fucking thing about child support. You can play around with a goddamn lawyer title. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Be careful with these niggas in suits.
I only chimed in.
Everybody hold for a second.
Right.
You said when nobody's tough enough to come on your show, put your link in your shit, all your shit. I'll come on your show and I'll trash you on your bullshit show.
Okay. So wait. Let me correct the gentleman.
You can't correct.
I only chimed in.
You can't correct.
I only chimed in to give my spiel on the criminal side of parental alienation. All right? Parental alienation is not civil, you jackass. It's criminal.
Yeah, I never said that. Pussy.
No, I never said you said that. I chimed in.
So I don't know why you said that. So who you calling a jackass? So you calling a jackass?
You're the jackass.
Right, but I never said that. That didn't come from me. So you calling me a jackass for nothing. Instead of talking about the person who actually said it,
you mentioned
attached to me.
You were the one.
That's how I know you a broken ass bitch. You just up here to say my name. I didn't say that shit.
Sir,
that shit didn't come from me.
You said that you cannot be parental alienated from your child. Did you not say that?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I said I can't.
So
me personally.
Then you said
because I lived it. Right, because I can't. I said me personally, didn't I? Didn't I say me?
I understand. Well,
didn't I say me?
Well, let this broken.
I mean, I know they can keep your pussy ass niggas from your kids. Bro, I know they can keep your pussy ass from your kids, bro. A woman can't do that shit to me. She can control you, weak ass niggas.
When you got arrested, what could you
do?
A
woman can control you niggas and have you niggas bitching and crying. They ain't got that power over me. Shit, nigga, I got out.
What happened, bro? When you was locked up, what happened? When you a bitch and doing what the fuck they told you to do, you a whore and doing whatever the fuck they told you to do. Oh no,
you don't stay in jail for cases like that, bro.
I'm in New Orleans. So what city are you in?
You literally get an OR bond for that shit, bro.
You made it to the jail.
You literally get right out of jail for that shit, bro. You literally get right out for that shit.
Then you get in the car.
And what city is that?
You went to the car and complied, didn't you?
I'm from Lima, Ohio, my G.
You were submissive, right? When you submissive to the men?
In handcuffs, sometimes.
Okay, so did you?
I mean, they didn't put my criminal record online, bro. Like, I got all types of shit on my criminal record that shows I wasn't always submissive. No,
you were real submissive.
No, nigga, no. I learned. Hey,
what?
You, bro. I can help you. You ain't gotta make stupid shit. I learned to be submissive. I learned to be submissive because I want to stay free. Yes, be free.
So you're a
You
girl.
know how a lot of you niggas always wanted to be free, and so you never went against the grain. What?
You learn to be you like
So what?
your mother. You learn to be submissive, right? But you calling other niggas bitches, but you learn to be submissive to other
Yes,
niggas.
absolutely, nigga. That's why I don't sit around and cry about child support, whine about the system, and bitch what the white man is doing. You niggas do that shit. Hell yeah. I don't get pulled over and talk shit to the police no more. You never did, did you?
Wait, wait.
I just got a question right quick, bro. How many times have you gone against the grain, fam?
Brother,
Give me your lifetime examples of going against the grain. Give me your lifetime examples of going against the grain.
Sir,
I can't, bro. One bitch ass nigga at a time, bro. Like, goddamn, why is it always 10 pussy ass niggas that want to talk at once?
I said first.
Why is it always 10 pussy ass niggas that want to run to another nigga channel and talk all at once?
Hold a second, bro. Hold a second.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut this show, man. Y'all, Taz, you.
But hold on, wait. Before you cut the show, bro. Before you cut the show, I was out of line for calling you a jackass. It's not my demeanor. All right, I have nothing.
You fine, bro. That shit don't bother me.
I have nothing to benefit. Oh God, I have nothing to benefit and nothing to gain by apologizing to you. But I'm being a man by apologizing to you. Now, the other point I need to make is if this is an issue, if
y'all lower the standard of manhood, bro, that don't make you no fucking man because you apologizing for that weak ass shit. That shit wasn't nothing, bro. That shit didn't even land.
That's fine. But
how you apologizing for some shit that didn't even land, nigga? That shit completely missed, nigga.
The point that I'm trying to get.
I'm sorry, I swung and missed, nigga.
That's fine. The point I'm trying to get to is if this is a very important topic amongst black men, because if I'm not mistaken, I think all of us on this thing are black men. All right. If this is an important topic, calling each other names, shouting over each other, and screaming at each other is not going to resolve this problem. If we can't talk like men,
neither is getting out of the practice.
Well, I got out of practice. You know what?
Neither is getting knocked up multiple times. Neither is getting knocked up multiple times.
Let me show you why I got out of practice. You see that $2 million building behind me?
Ooh, yeah. What about it?
Yeah, that's why I got out of practice. I'm into real estate now.
What about it? What about that? That's your building, fam? That's yours?
See that building right there behind me? I own all that shit. So that's yours, why I got out of the practice.
That's good shit, bro. So what you go? So you got some black men out there? You putting the work and shit?
Oh no, these are all black business owners. Pardon?
No, I'm talking about. I'm saying though, but like, are you helping anybody else with that shit? Or this just you on here capping? I mean, black men need opportunities, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
Yeah,
as long as you ain't out here capping with that shit, bro. As long as you ain't capping with that shit, bro. You ain't got to go into my face. As long as you ain't capping. You know what I'm saying? Respect.
Let me tell you something, bro.
You stream y'all in your shit on your show. I'll be on there. No one be yell right up under.
Like, look, don't nobody say nothing to Taz, bro. Look, let's just have a good conversation right now.
Hey, Cam up, we can do whatever.
Hey, Taz, I'm gonna let you go and handle your business, fam.
Pop your shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, I'm about to be on your show. No one be yell. The world class. I'm gonna be on your show. Since you said niggas is scared to get on your shit, I'll be on your shit.
Don't take them off, Mr. Palmer. Don't take them off.
Yeah, I don't know you, but I mean, I'll give you the link to it, bro.
Yeah, that link up.
Like, I don't, whatever you want to talk about, whatever. Like, so, but yeah, I'll let you, Mr. Palmer.
All right, bro. I appreciate you coming on here.
Yeah, the StreamYard link in the back, my nigga. Yeah.
That was a very wild ride, bro.
Hey, I wanted y'all to hear. I wanted y'all to hear for yourselves.
Well, that was a very wild ride.
But Q, how did you hear about this video?
Bro, I was actually looking for I'm an avid supporter of Umar Johnson. As a matter of fact, I just left Wilmington, Delaware about 2 weeks ago. I went up there to help him to support him in
dealing with his school up there, and I'm actually getting ready to go back up there. But I was told that there was a live on about one of his efforts. Actually, it was a lecture. So on YouTube, you can actually click on live and it'll show you all of these stuff that's live on YouTube. So I didn't see what I was looking for, but I clicked on yours. Very interesting. Now I listened, and when I heard the guy say something about parental alienation and how you can't be alienated from your child, last time I checked, man, they don't put crimes on the books that are not that you can't be charged with, or that they're not willing to charge you with. So parental alienation is a very real thing. Just that a lot of times it's the women that are being charged with it. So, but that's why I jumped on.
Yeah, I want you to, if you can, I want you to email me, bro.
Okay.
But
somebody put the link in the comments. No, matter of fact, it's pinned to the top, bro. If you look at the top, it's pinned. Baby mama Tez a G.
Okay.
Yo.
What
what
questions did you have, bro?
I throw something in the game. I want to throw something in the game real quick.
I wanted to get more information as far as you saying you was the appellate courts.
Yeah, there are different aspects of course of law. I found my strength with research and arguing through appeal as opposed to arguing in court. The difference between going to a motion that's been that you've actually filed in the court where you're arguing that at the bar. I have better strengths with actually researching my arguments and putting it to paper. So, but there, believe it or not, there are a lot of great appellate attorneys. And I've made my comments on this shit with R. Kelly. I think that R. Kelly, I think Karma did meet his ass, but he's going to win on appeal, unfortunately.
You think he's gonna win?
There's a lot of reasonable doubt there. I'll put it to you like this. R. Kelly basically went this far because of that documentary. There are a lot of people around the country that are trying to make their careers off of R. Kelly. But you have to keep in mind that reasonable doubt is one of those things that will overturn a case. And if you have inconsistencies with people who participated in their prosecution, I'm not saying it'll be 6 months. I'm not saying it'll be 6 years, but he has a long fight ahead of him. But he has very good grounds for appeal.
So basically, like Bill Cosby,
pretty much.
Right. It's a game to get him to spend money. That's really what it is.
Right. So with every prosecution, doesn't matter what it is doesn't matter what the charge is, you have what is called a bill of information. On that bill of information, it gives you an outline of what you're being charged, what you're being accused of, and also gives the statute of what you're being accused of, whatever jurisdiction you're in. So what I found that was funny was that Aaliyah was not on the bill of information, but she kept being brought up within the criminal prosecution. So is he being found guilty because of what's on the bill of information, or is he being found guilty because of his reputation for how he operated?
Okay.
But it's gonna be interesting, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that he shouldn't have escaped the first trial. I really thought that they were going to get him on their first trial, but they didn't. Believe it or not, that's the one that he really should have did some time on.
Yeah, but they let him go because they didn't want to charge any of the women that were involved. Because the question nobody ever asked is, how was R. Kelly getting those kids in the first place?
Well, I said this before, and you guys can really research the shit yourself. The RICO Act falls underneath the conspiracy umbrella. All right. And in order for you can't conspire by yourself. All right. Now you and I could go and we can both have a gun, and I can go in and rob a bank while you still sitting in the car with the gun in your waistband, and we both get caught. They can prove that we both went to rob the bank, but it'll be hard for them to prove that we actually planned it out. The only way, and which is the essence of conspiracy. It's the agreement between two or more parties for the furtherance of that agreement. You follow me?
Yeah, I follow you. But you know what? I follow you loud and clear. But like Larry Legend said, the girl didn't testify the first time, so they couldn't get him without her being the witness.
Mm-hmm. Right. So the thing about it is the ultimate question is the girl who was in the. Now I didn't follow everything with it. I think I did read the bill of indictment. It was a federal case, so it wasn't a bill of information. It was actually a bill of indictment. I'm curious as to whether or not the girl who he was accused of peeing on before, was she involved in this particular case? Did she testify? Or was she on a bill of information?
No, she ain't got nothing to do with it.
So I mean, but the question is, was she brought up during the course of the trial? And but you say she didn't testify.
No, but I'm not sure. I didn't keep up. Be honest, I didn't keep up with it like that, But what I want to do, I want to get back to the child support. And since you've been in the game for some years, what is your suggestion with men trying to get their rights? You know what I'm saying? Because all this 9 out of 10, it ain't about the child support. It's about being alienated fathers and not getting equal parenting time, or not getting even any type of parenting time due to, I call them baby mama terrorists that had the kid away. What are your suggestions?
It's unfortunate, but a lot of we as men, we take a woman for granted as it relates to whether or not she's going to put me on child support or whether she's not going to put me on child support. What we don't understand is that mad day will eventually come. Now the question is, when mad day actually comes, do you want to be what side of that arena do you want to be on? I've always said, in my opinion, take the child, even if y'all are in good standings. Take the child, and this is a really ass backwards method, but take the child, put her on child support, give an address where she can't be served, and what's going to happen is if the court can't serve her, they won't move unless you push the issue. So hypothetically, if you have an open case and then she goes to try to file child support, if there's an open case already, the court is going to look at really who filed first. That's who's going to have the upper hand, and it's very unlikely that a man would actually file to put a woman on child support.
So let me get this straight, my brother. You saying that men should put the child on child support?
No, put the woman. It's a strategy. In other words, I'll put it like this. Let me give you a good example. It's a strategy, but it puts the ball better in your court. So,
but that can't happen in Ohio. If you're an unmarried father, you don't have no rights if you're an unmarried father, bro. So you can't take the child when you're unmarried. That's on. It don't work like that.
I'm not familiar. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Ohio's. I'm not familiar with Ohio's law. I'm very familiar with the laws that are set in Louisiana, Mississippi, and in Eastern Alabama.
Okay.
In Western Alabama.
I was going to say, because in Illinois, I served her papers for equal parenting time, and I still end up losing because the judge said he didn't believe in it. So that's why I say,
bruh, in Utah, in the state of Utah, you and a woman can be living together. Prove that y'all are living together. She can literally get up, go put the child on, go give the child up for adoption without you knowing. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I saw that law. I talked about that a couple years ago.
Yeah, and it's really fucked up. Civil law, family law, bruh, is a lie to you not, man. It has always been ugly, and it was never a form of practice I ever wanted to do. Criminal law was my niche, and I just left that shit to the people who had the patience for it.
Okay, I do
Yeah.
understand that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I mean, that's what's up, my brother. And I'm not even trying to come at you, and don't even think that. I'm all about peace.
No. This is a gentleman's conversation. If you have questions, if I can answer that question, I'll answer. If I can't, I can't.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, because Mr. Palmer, he goes live all the time, so but everybody got their own philosophy. But I mean, the only way to protect yourself is not to have children, not to get women pregnant, not to mess around with women that have children, or get into relationships with women that have children to potentially get you put on child support for being a potential father, even though you're not.
Well,
So, I mean,
thought
that's the only
he was
solution.
asking me a question. I thought he was asking me a question from perspective of
no. I'm
what
just
do we
talking
do
to
now?
everybody. I'm just talking to everybody because I'm talking to everybody because.
You're talking about the gentleman before you. Or was that you? Yeah, someone was asking me, what do I suggest?
Yeah, that was me.
Right?
That was Mr. Palmer. I asked you that, and you answered.
Gotcha.
I mean, I got your suggestion. I'm just saying, and like Yisrael said, in Ohio and like I said, Illinois.
Y'all got some different laws up there, bro.
Yeah, it's different. It's all over. Different laws in a lot of different states.
No, but Ohio. Let me see who else. What's the name of this other state? Rhode Island, and there's another state up there with some very, very fucked up municipal laws. Ohio, Rhode Island, Delaware.
I mean, it don't really matter what state, man. It's all messed up, bro. I mean,
yeah, it is. But those particular states there, man.
I ain't talking to you, but sometimes when you're breaking down something, just get to the point, my brother. I mean, we understand you're a lawyer. Child support is messed up for men, period, and that's the reason why different brothers have this show. So you can't really. It's like that's what the brother Taz doesn't understand. Like it's not that guys are complaining. You see what I'm saying? But if you are on child support, everybody doesn't look at it like some of us. I mean, I'm just gonna pay it and move on.
I watch my hands move on. I just pay my child support, going by my business. So
yeah, I mean, some brothers are really struggling and going through it. So they got to have a place. They have to have a place to come to to talk about it, man. Because a lot of guys are doing all types of crazy stuff when they get on this stuff, and this is about helping men, mentally get through this, each day. Where can I go get some help? Some people can't even get help from their own friends and family, so they come to somebody like Mr. Palmer or anybody else that's, speaking up about it. So, sometimes we need to just get straight to the point and stop trying to, do all this maneuvering and schemes, man. Look, dudes is out here struggling.
Well, I misunderstood his question. I really misunderstood his question, so I apologize for that. But I understand what you're saying. I don't know many people that are going through the child support system that's not having any problems. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, personally, I'm not having any problems. I'm just talking about me because I'm not. Look, I'm not saying that I'm not stressed out or frustrated, but I understand that I have a task to do, so I have to take care of business, and eventually it'll be over. So, I mean, I didn't call Mr. Palmer plenty of times and told him about my situation and lashed out and, because, hey, you got to talk to the brothers sometime, you know what I'm saying? Different brothers, but at the end of the day, I know what it is. It's just business. They just want a piece of my check. So every time I get paid,
and like you said,
take the money out there anyway. So I ain't tripping.
Yeah. And like you said, a lot of times these platforms are needed just for the purposes of, allowing somebody else to hear, either your perspective or either your struggle. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that.
Hey, Q, I'm gonna ask you the last question. Soto wanted to ask you a question in the chat. He said, Q, please answer my question. Child support court routinely commits due process violations. Is attacking the due process violations a sound strategy?
No, because if you, especially from a civil perspective, if it's a due process violation, you'll only just give them an opportunity to resolve that due process violation. If you have a due process violation in criminal court, then it will be considered a reversible error. All right. So in other words, I'll give you a good example. One of the process, one of the key components in your due process with getting arrested is being Mirandized, being read your Miranda rights. So if you go through your process and it proves that you weren't you weren't Mirandized, then they can actually overturn your case. All right, as opposed to doing something in civil court as it relates to child support, it'll only just give them an opportunity just to fix whatever it is the error was, but it's not going to make the child support go away
until the balance is at 0.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna make it go away.
Yeah.
Okay. Dirty folks, what's going on, bro?
Man, slow mo, man. I just
Talk a little louder.
Shout out, Dirty folks.
What's going on? Nothing slow mo, bro. I just finished my podcast about the Dave Chappelle special, and then I came in and did a quick clip note of yours.
Raise your value up, G.
Man, look, it's already up. I don't even know.
Shit, you better get you another mic, nigga.
Man, that's fucked up.
I hear him well.
That's the Inglewood. That's the Inglewood shit.
Hey, man. Hey, look. Let my Dollar General mic be great, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna make it great for you. What's up, G?
No, let it be great. What the fuck?
All right, so check it out, man. I'm coming on the tail end because I was checking out the whole task thing. I was fast forwarding past it. I walked in.
That's a joke.
I don't know that man to talk about that man, but I will say that sometimes you gotta count to 3 before you talk, because that sounds like it's like I asked me at home. But anyway, my as far as the child support thing goes, man, because I've been in every situation, bro. So the child support thing is a strange thing. Like if you're in a Commonwealth state like Virginia, you have rights, right? I've seen dudes take the kid from the mother out the crib in Virginia. But if you're in a liberal state, it's hard times, right? So this is the due process thing. Don't worry about that. This is all I want to say about children in general, right? Children are owned by the state, but they're given custodial rights to the woman by default, right? So you got to see it like you bought her a car. You the co-signer of a car that you need permission to drive, but if they take the car, you can't do nothing about it. And if they don't make the payments, the state attacks you. So it's a bad deal. But if you see chicks like a car, shout out to R. Kelly. If you see chicks like a Jeep, then you understand the process. What I have found works the most, and it works the most because Tyler's gonna title, is not caring, right? Because they'll do whatever it takes, right? The state will find your baby mama unfit, put the kid in foster care, ask the mama who she wants the kid to go to, which is normally the grandma. It'll never be you. And then turn around and now you have DCFS and the state and your baby mama in court against you. That's a hard fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the best way to win is not to play. You know what I'm saying? Just let them people do what they're gonna do, because what ends up happening is women have this. Like people ask me all the time, how I didn't have kids so long. I said, because every time a girl told me she was pregnant, I'll wait a day, call her back, like, yo, what we gonna name it? And she'd be like, oh, you want to be involved? And she go get an abortion. I ain't even got to pay for
it. Damn.
Wow.
So once you start talking about some, I don't want it, she gonna have it out of spite. Once you say you love it, she gonna keep it away out of spite. They just goofy ass human beings, bro. So you gotta play the reverse, the reverse game to match their bipolar energy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
100%.
So don't worry about the courts. You gotta play mental games with your toddler until you can train your toddler. You feel what I'm saying?
100%. That's why I say fuck them.
Hey,
I was just gonna ask you a question. Q, Sato, they want to know your information. Is there a way they can email you or contact you?
Yes. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Now I'll put it up there.
Unfortunately, man, it's really going to take. It's going to take some.
Dirty folks the realist.
Oh, you fell off. Yeah.
Dirty folks the realist. Out of everybody, Dirty folks the realist.
Check out my new pod then. Hey, but look, let me say this though on the outro.
Here you go.
Yo, Dirty folks, I'm going live in a minute.
Yeah,
Yo,
you guys hear me?
dirty folks. I'm going live in a minute. Yo, my bro.
Put in the
My
chat,
bro, my bro. Listen, my bro.
Put in the chat. I got you. I fucks with
Type
you.
in Atticus now.
I bet you I will not.
Atticus,
I am
my
not gonna
bro.
put it in the chat, B.
I can't. I'm not a mod. I'm not a mod.
Alright.
Atticus now.
I guess.
I'm going live in a minute.
Actually, Gail put your link in here.
See, because
Did she?
Yeah, she put your link in here.
Mr. Palmer, I respect you, my bro. Even though you are listen, even though you block me with Taz, yeah.
I didn't block you. I just took you out, man. When you said cotton picker, man, I couldn't let that fly, bro.
Taz insulted me.
I got it. But the cotton picker was the problem. I don't care what you call him. When you call him bitch or motherfucker, I didn't care because y'all was calling each other. But when you said cotton picker, I'm like, hey, you going outside of jurisdiction. Bro.
No, Mr. Palmer, that shows favoritism because Taz insulted me, I insulted him. But you picked his side. But that's fair enough. You no. You do your thing. Do your thing. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining.
You saying he did all this stuff to you. I didn't know you knew him. That's what I'm saying. I never seen a video.
I know this motherfucker from 3 years ago.
Man, how the fuck I supposed to know that?
And I'm from Africa. Fuck this little motherfucker.
I'm from Cottage Grove.
Hey,
any beef y'all had? I didn't know. I didn't know y'all had beef. Like I didn't know you knew him like that.
But fuck Taz. Fuck Taz forever. Little fucking bitch. Yo, little bastard. Fuck Taz.
And you know you got to grow because he one of the only.
Everybody in this chat know me. Everybody in this chat know me. Fuck Taz.
Let that ride, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, Q. Put your
Yes, please. Yes. Dirty folks, put your information. I'm going live for the first time ever. I'm going live. I need you on my chat. Dirty folks.
What's the subject, bro? Atticus, what's the subject?
We're gonna talk about anything you guys want. Anything. Anybody and everybody's welcome to join. I don't care about African American. I don't care about African. I don't care about Asian. I don't care about American. None of that means shit. Join in, speak your piece, and hold your own.
He's African. He's from East Africa.
I'm from East Africa. I'm not West African. I'm East African. I want all you brothers on there.
Atticus.
Yes.
I have a question. Are you Pan-African?
You know what? Not in the traditional way, in my own way. And I can explain that to you. I can explain that to you if you join in.
I'll join in. Because I'm Pan-African. So
all of you are welcome. All of you are welcome. I was born in 1986.
Hey,
I'm an old brother. All of you are welcome. Mr. Palmer, you're welcome. Mr. Palmer, you're welcome.
Hey, Q.
And you get a wrench. You get a wrench too.
All right. Put your link in the chat, Q, because Sato really want to talk to you. He just sent me an email.
Dirty folks, please join in. I want you in there, particularly. Dirty folks, make sure.
I got you. I don't even know if I'm
Atticus now. Atticus now. That's it. That's what you got to remember. Atticus now.
Hey, Mr. Palmer.
Yeah, folks.
How I feel to be one of the only 3 breeds left in Chicago? How does that feel, bro?
Last man standing, G. That's all I
can say. Yo, I love my AAs. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I love my AAs. I love my AAs.
Hey, Yisrael, what's up?
Man, I wanted to mention something way back, man, when Tab was just talking about, complaining instead of going to the law. And one thing about any business, and child support is definitely a business, the biggest thing about any business is public relations. And right now, most people believe child support is a good thing. When it's really demonic. They think it's a great thing. When it's really demonic, it's really messed up. In fact, that's what Children's Services is dealing with. That's why they don't get their children, back to the people they steal and put in the system because of child support, because they're making money from them. So child support is a very evil thing. And that's why we need brothers like Mr. Palmer, because he fight against that lame and that deceptive narrative that child support is for the interest of the child. Because most people believe that. So let's first start with public relations before we can get the law and get people to come together. How are we going to get people to come together? And most of them believe it's a good thing.
Israel, you just reminded me what I was gonna say. The law is a law both ways, right? You know, I'm a fan of the LGBT community, right? And I'll tell you why. Think about it. All they do is suck dick and move policy because they want to suck dick. You telling me as a man that, as a Tony man, that you can't create a policy for what you want? You know what I'm saying? So I respect the fact that, man, move is move, complain is complain. I understand about public relations, but they ain't nothing but protest parades. I don't care about that. What I respect is when you come out here as a group of men and say, yo, this is our agenda, and we're gonna work within the system as quoted. I'll give you an example. Like I always say stuff like Tyler's gonna title. And the reason I say that is because I believe that most quote unquote women have the emotional maturity of a 4-year-old, right? And if you ever thought about it, you've never heard them call themselves women. They just say they grown. They just leave off the toddler, right? So we actually created a system called tolerology to teach men how to train a toddler. Instead of seeing it as equal, instead of trying to find a girl, instead of trying to ask her what she brings to the table besides sex, she don't know nothing. So we teach men how to tell her what he needs to make his life better. The same thing. So when we do that, the reason I'm saying that is during our course, we actually have applications for women to sign because it's called the Marry Your Secretary course, to make her your secretary, to make her feel of use. And man, part of that is the paternity agreement. Like if she get knocked up, I get custody. Because normally when men have custody, they don't keep women away from their kids. That's what women do. So all you got to do is anytime 3 liberal women in agreement do the opposite, you won't be confused. But that's a stopgap. That just helps us that take the course. That don't help men in general. So as men in general, we just tackle it. You know what I'm saying? I think that being able to be a sire to your seed is way more important than being able to you know what I'm saying, use KY jelly on your booty. But yet and still they moving the movement. You know what I'm saying? Everybody moving the movement. These Karens are moving the movement. Keep them Karens out your business too, by the way, because they'll turn your movement to their movement. But I digress. Everybody moving the movement. Let's move. I think the thing that's going on in Atlanta is a good thing, man. Hopefully everybody can make it down there. Hopefully I can make it down there because I ain't got no hit back, you know what I'm saying, about it.
What's going on in Atlanta?
I thought that's where y'all was doing y'all little gang banging meeting at.
Oh, I ain't gonna be able to make it. But yeah, they doing the Black Manosphere thing. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to make it though.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it work out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you just gotta if y'all want to really, if y'all really want to have a situation.
No judgment.
Ain't no man, look, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. At the end of the day, I don't care what you think your outside problems are. Every man of every ethnicity, every race, everything got girl problems. Guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out how to make it best for you, man. Right now, our laws is run by a bunch of closet gays, right? You know that's all them boomers are, right? A bunch of dudes that dress gay but call it androgynous. Hit you with
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's their turn, right? The whole free love, let's pop acid and have sex with each other, but we not gay for real.
Fuck that.
So we got to move the movement because it's our turn, bro. We the next ones up. They finna die. We the next ones up.
Speaking of that, hey, I'm about to get off and get on the couch. I'm gonna give you a call, G, as soon as we get off.
Yo, Mr. Palmer, I got love for you, Mr. Palmer.
Likewise,
I promise you, I will always support you. I will always donate, like I've done tonight.
I appreciate you.
Always have love for you, my bro. You're a real man.
Yeah,
I'm from Africa. I'm from East Africa. You're a real man. I'm telling you this right now. You are a real man. Period. I don't care what nobody has said. You're a real man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming in here, man. You know what I mean? I'll be on this bitch tomorrow. I got a law.
Us too. We'll be in this bitch tomorrow with you.
Oh, I know you'll be here. I know you'll be here. I already know you. But I got something that I want to let y'all know what's going on in Illinois. A law that they actually passed, and if they pass it here, a lot of states gonna pick the shit up. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. You can't make this shit up. That's all I can tell you. You cannot make this shit up. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Face Israel, do business. Dirty Folks, Atticus, you know what I mean? Also, Q. Hope he sent that link up in there. But yeah. Hey, I appreciate y'all. What's up, Kareem? Shit. Hey, but I appreciate y'all to the fullest, man. We're gonna wind down, get back on the couch.
All right, y'all. Peace out, man.
All right. Y'all be easy and be safe out there. Yeah. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. I even appreciate Taz coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the beginning, wasn't no beef. Ain't no beef. You know what I mean? We got a lot of differences. You know what I mean? And we'll never come to 100% agreement. And a lot of y'all was saying take him out because what he was doing. Nah, I was letting him talk. And the reason why I let him do what he do, so y'all can see for y'allself. You know what I mean? That's why I let him stay. Because I want y'all to hear from the horse's mouth. Because I know a lot of y'all wouldn't even have talked to him in the first place. But before we left, though, we was having a good conversation. You know what I mean? That's the way it should be. That's the way it's supposed to be. And that's the way I always want it to be. You know what I'm saying? When it kind of went left, I let him talk, let him speak his piece. So y'all make the choice, you know what I'm saying, on who you support, who you don't support, or who's real, who ain't real, who's true, who ain't true, who's really down for the cause, who really ain't. You know what I mean? But the unfortunate thing about it that I will say, okay, here goes this Q email right here. Thanks for sending your email, Q. But a lot of people, men, a lot of them is not gonna side with you. A lot of these baby mama terrorists are against you. A lot of these feminists are against you. These Al Keishas, Al Quishas, Al Senoritas, Al Walamelnishas, they all against you. You got male feminists that's not here that's gonna support you. A lot of people love child support. They love keeping you away from the child. They love for you to just pay that bread and be a sucker. They love for you not to learn the laws. They don't like it when you wash your hands and walk away. They don't like it when you say fuck it. They don't like it that you fight. They don't like it when you say, man, fuck it, I'm done. Live your life to the fullest. They don't like it when you change the laws of your mind. That's just the way it is. And y'all need to realize that it ain't going to change. It ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Trying to change the laws, spread awareness, place the event right here. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm gonna let my man say it for me. Where you at, man?
Truth is what it is.
It's actually what it is. Like I said, you heard it yourself. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. But tomorrow I'm gonna talk about a law. And shout out to D Dallas for sending it to me. She sent it to me a couple of weeks ago, but I was talking about other shit. And I wanted to wait to talk about it. It's an article. We're gonna definitely talk about it. And unfortunately, they started here, so I know they're gonna do it everywhere else. You just can't, and I just say you can't make this shit up. And that's what I say. They're not here to look out for fathers. They're not here to look out for fathers, not at all. Anything to benefit family court and these baby mama terrorists. And I'm gonna tell y'all again, why would family court want to change anything and they lose their money? And why would a baby mama terrorist want to look out for you? Just keep it real. So yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Please like, please share. You know what I'm saying? Please subscribe. I'm Mr. Palmer. And this conversation is over. Y'all know where I stand. Fuck child support. But before I get the fuck out of here, I didn't get a chance to do it except once. I got 5 dislikes. So I want to give a shout out to all the 5 dislikes from my boy Corey.
Bitch, fuck all y'all.
100%. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Peace.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
Riding around, try to play the role, Miss Innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos. Behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worrying about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Cut that bitch off.
Truth is what it is.